Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side flag. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you. Something to me, handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube and view it for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch, this one time for the text, this one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
What's that?
We have enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have enough. You can take away, NBA, whoever you want to from Eric Spoelstra. That's when he feels the most alive. So you can nefariously take away Jimmy Butler with your egregious suspensions. You could suspend my sweet Serbian Nikola Jović. But you want to know what you can't suspend? You want to know what you can't suspend? You want to know what you can't suspend?
Me? I want.
Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s footwork, dude. You can't suspend what has been given by the basketball gods.
Goosies.
Putting the Kings in a blender. Have we? Is I just want to be curious. You know, you never want to root for the injuries of anybody. Is Domantas Sabonis is he okay after Jaime Jaquez Jr. stole his soul last night? I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure because let me tell you something, dude. The rookie wall, it has fallen, Leroy. And Jaime Jaquez Jr., he's back. Feeded him buckets last night. The Kings didn't know. Light the beam. Wow.
Goosies.
I would like to say that I had the pleasure of enjoying that Heat victory, but I went to bed at 8:00.
Well, it's okay, buddy. I didn't figure you were going to stay up. So let me just let you know, it was a delight. And then it got really scary for like 7 minutes because Keegan Murray and the Ginger, he started hitting 3 after 3 after 3. They hit like 5 straight threes. So what was a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter looked like we were going to run away with this puppy because Kevin Love all of a sudden was love. He was Minnesota Kevin Love in the third quarter, dominating this puppy. And then they walk into the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden these damn Kings couldn't miss a 3. It got down to 2 points.
Whoa!
A 2-point lead. De'Aaron Fox and Jaime Jaquez said, "No more, no more, no mas for Latino Heat." He goes out there and he puts the footwork onto the Sacramento Kings, and he takes it home.
Latino Heat.
So it was a great game followed by with moments of terrifying.
I would say it was like a 6-minute angst run there.
Yeah.
I was like,
no, listen. If you're a Heat fan, you all know what he's talking about.
You remember Latino Heat?
Oh, Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
So good.
Woo.
Yeah.
Telling you, dude.
Not as good as Jaime, though.
No, Eddie Guerrero had the frog splash.
Yeah.
No offense, Marcos.
Yeah, it's okay.
He had the frog splash.
Yeah.
Jaime Jaquez, he's got the 3 splash.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, my goodness.
Got the footwork,
that
too.
jump shot. My goodness.
Silky smooth.
Dude, he was in his – I don't know what the hell Jimmy Butler put in that wine when he took him to Napa Valley, but it was like he brought him back the elixirs of his powers from the first 2 months of the season because we ain't seen him look like that since his groin injury. He was amazing. I mean, the montage, Leroy, you could just have of the moves in the paint this kid has. Woo!
It's one of the things that's fascinating about Jaquez is he makes moves like he's out of control while always being in control.
Yeah.
Right? It's because they're quick, they're moved, they're spinning, they're ducking, and you're like, wait, he's out of control. And whoop, like, no. So
it's amazing. It's amazing what he's able to do. And to do that last night, 3 starters down, doesn't matter. DeLon Wright. This has been a legacy coming. This kid in his Heat debut. I say kid, he's 32. In his Heat debut, kid brother goes out there. And you know what he does?
What does he do?
He brought his lunch pail, Leroy. He brought his lunch pail and his hard hat with the defense. He was a menace yesterday. A menace yesterday. Caleb Martin, he joined him in the menacing of the Kings. Domantas Sabonis. You want to know something? Okay. You wanna know something?
Wow. Hey, Marco said caught me off guard there.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
You want to know something, dude? This Domantas Sabonis, these Kings fans who've known Domantas Sabonis for like 3 seconds, okay?
No.
3 seconds, dude. He's
Maybe
been
it was longer than that because his dad, right?
Did he play for? Did the other Sabonis play for the Kings? I thought he played for the Trailblazers. Regardless, wherever the family tree was. So Domantas Sabonis, these Kings fans like to get cute and say, he's better than Bam Adebayo. Let me tell you something, dude. Bam Adebayo has been taking Domantas Sabonis' lunch money since he was a Pacer, dude. He has put him on so many posters and stuffed him in so many lockers. So it's cute. He had his little triple-double last night, 14, and 10. Bam, he had a man's double-double yesterday and flirted with a grown man's triple-double. 28 points for Bam Adebayo yesterday.
That's flirting. That's flirting.
He was a monster yesterday, Bam Adebayo. And this is now 2 fourth quarters in a row where this guy has said, no. We do not go down like this. And all the while, Jimmy Butler was sitting in some random sushi restaurant with Nikola Jović, trying to learn how to say "Let's go Heat" in Serbian. Oh, hello, Jennifer. Oh, hello.
Wow.
Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that.
Her computer.
Look at that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, the walk of shame.
Yep, she's hiding, but we know.
We know.
We know. 10:08 for now. We actually got to log in for it to count.
True. We don't make the
Wow,
rules,
dude.
Just follow them.
Marcos.
Yeah.
Did you find it breathtaking yesterday?
Wow. Hey, you didn't mention my boy Haywood Highsmith.
Oh, Haywood Highsmith. Just came in and lit it up, dude.
Everyone. Dude.
This is just one of those things. You know, Eric Spoelstra, I think he sneakily likes when people get suspended or can't go because he just gets to tinker. And when Spo's a lot like that. He's a lot like that old man mechanic who's like trying to work on like an old classic car. Just likes to tinker, you know?
Okay, I've said this before. Why, and I can't figure this out, and I've asked this question over and over again. Why, when the rotations are shorter, they seem to play better?
Well, they've been playing better no matter what lately, Leroy.
No, but they've still been short guys, and the rotations have been a little testy, right?
Touch and go.
So
yesterday he was just throwing stuff against the wall. He's like, you know what? We're starting DeLon Wright, and we get. I mean, it was nice of him to give Alondis Williams and Cole Swider, some run yesterday. That was cute. But they have enough. They always have enough. This is the mantra. This is the truth. And it's that time. As Jimmy Butler said, it's that time, baby. It is that time. And don't look now. Don't look now, Eastern Conference. But who is scaling up the standings all of a sudden? Everybody else seems to have a little bit of a little putter out there right now with the Eastern Conference. And the Miami Heat, they're just getting warmed up.
Dangerous Loomers.
It is. It really is. It is a beautiful.
You're not helping, Marcos.
Why? What's the help?
That was a good victory yesterday.
That was a great victory.
No, it was. It was. Wait. Hold on.
Short-handed.
Wait. Don't say it at me like I've said anything against it at all.
Oh, we don't think you're against it.
No, I'm just saying you're like making it sound like I didn't think it was a big win.
Yeah, but
you throw it out there.
Let me just explain it to you like this. When you are here with us, it's like you've come to the beach with us, but I'm saying, Leroy, the water's fine. Come on in. And you're like, nope.
No,
and I'm like, why?
You know my
Just
rule
come
about
on in,
you know my rule about the ocean.
Leroy, jump on in.
I'd be like, that's white folks only. Last time I went into the ocean on the beach, something moved. I hauled ass, and everybody started running after me. They're like, ooh, the big ass black guy moving. I better get out of here too. Say, what did you feel? I don't know. Something moved.
Our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford!
We know trucks.
What are you smiling at, JFig?
That was really nice.
Thank you.
I like it.
I'm going to tell you something. You want to know what I love more than Heat Road victories shorthanded on the West Coast?
What's that?
Nothing, dude. Because I tell you right now, it was some of the worst Golden Glades traffic ever today.
Yeah,
Didn't even notice it. Didn't even notice it. Was just singing. Just singing the
Nice.
entire way in.
Were you singing Palmetto Ford?
No.
Oh.
Think about this. This is how bad I felt. I haven't been in my car in 3 days.
Ooh.
Eh,
Are you still dripping from the nostrils?
It's not the nostrils. It's postnasal drip. It goes back this way.
Ew, that's gross.
So your back, your throat is always itching, and then you try to cough and it's nothing, and you just like, yeah.
Yeah, why don't you do what I do? Use your tongue to scratch your throat. Yeah, see, you just take this bad boy.
That's also called choking yourself.
Oh my God.
I'm not even going to zoom into that.
You're truly a freak of nature.
This boy actually can scratch it.
Step right up, everybody. See the amazing amphibian man. His tongue's too long. His feet are webbed. We're pretty sure he was left in a pond one time as a youth.
A Ute? What do you mean Ute?
Take a break. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
I'm gonna go put my pants on backwards.
You want to put your pants on backwards? Just go look at Domantas Sabonis last night after Jaime Jaquez Jr. got done with him.
Clearly, you don't know. Marcos.
Chris Cross.
I'm aware
Yeah.
of what Cross's bit
Yeah,
was.
that
I
was
was
their thing.
turning it into a topical thing for the game last night.
Impressive.
He's just excited.
Uh,
It was really good.
You want to know what the greatest part about it is, though, JFig? You want to know what the greatest part about it is?
Tell me.
Back at it tonight, baby!
at 10 o'clock.
Easy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And Leroy, guess what we got? We got something. We got something. We got for a little person we like to call Joseph Cronin, and what he's gonna get tonight is a little taste of what we like to call the Dame package.
the J brothers.
You're going to go out there and you're going to sit there. You're going to watch this Miami Heat team throttle you. And you're going to think to yourself, I could have had it. And it's too late. Oh, well, sorry. And by the way, glad you didn't make the deal anyway for that washed point guard. Because we got Jaime Jaquez Jr. and we
First
got
of all, stop it.
Stop what?
He ain't washed.
Oh, okay, dude. Guy puts up more 4 for 15s than mother bleeping Dion Waiters.
He always did. You just wasn't paying attention.
No.
That's what shooters do.
That's actually not what he's always done.
Okay.
Let's did you see last night how adorable it was for Jimmy Butler to host a dinner with the suspended?
Where are they? In the vault underneath the stadium?
It looks like they're under the stadium. It looks like they're under the stadium yesterday, and he is learning because Jimmy is about learning. He heard from Jaime Jaquez or from Nikola Jović. Hey, Nico, teach me your Serbian.
Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Say it in Serbian. Let's go Heat. How you say it in Serbian?
Ajde.
Who?
Ajde Heat. Just ajde.
Ajde Heat. Ajde Heat. Ajde Heat. Ajde Heat.
He said, it's Ida.
Look how adorable he
Adorbs.
looks laughing at
His
him.
new brate. That's new brate.
Hey. Who's the other guy?
I don't know.
Is that like
I
their
think he's
transport?
I think he's like one of the trainers.
Oh, okay.
I'm so proud of you, Nico.
How did he make it out of jail so quickly?
How did he woo?
Make it out of jail.
That's
Bail.
true.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Hell.
He's got money.
Yeah.
Man, that's great though.
What a night. What a night. What a night. And also, what a night.
Yep.
Mm.
So
Goodness.
can I just say this?
What?
Can expectations change on this road trip?
Oh, yeah.
Because
It's
it's either
time,
3-1, 4-0, right?
it's time to get greedy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We had expectations when they got on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Now halfway through, like,
You go 2-0, and you've done it with the fourth quarter with no Jimmy Butler and a game without Jimmy Butler, and now you're getting Jimmy Butler with 3 days rest, basically. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Things change. Things change, Leroy.
is there a chili pepper and by Jimmy's name? Got to be like what, 25?
Oh, I don't know. Good question. What is the over-under tonight for Jimmy Buckets? What a night, dude. Oof, I enjoyed that. And Kevin Love. Have you ever seen, they talk about old man strength and old man game. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw in the third quarter yesterday. But the Kings could do nothing about it because I just saw a bunch of children try and wrap up this old man. And all he kept doing was getting to a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Because he's too much of a menace to handle. And then he was just hitting 3 after 3 after 3.
You know why he feels guilty? He feels like he started the kerfuffle.
As a make good.
Exactly.
So yeah, because he's not going to get the old aren't very good on back-to-backs. So he's not going to be good
no
tonight.
way. No way.
So there's no chance tonight.
I don't think so.
Although I think if I'm not mistaken, he didn't really play that many minutes. He was just very
He only
efficient.
played 15 minutes.
Exactly. He had like 19 points in 15.
19 points in 15 minutes.
Jeez.
yesterday.
So
he could get another 15.
I'd say he's still kind of fresh.
I know, but the old don't like back-to-backs.
They don't.
Regardless.
They don't. Okay.
Regardless, they don't. The old don't like back-to-backs. What a night! Oh,
Didn't they during during COVID they did back-to-back-to-back?
they did that, and then also in the shortened lockout season, the second season with Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh.
Right. Holy smokes!
Did this in a game, by the way, where Duncan Robinson was 1 for 11 yesterday,
Right.
but had 11 assists.
I was
Career
gonna say,
high.
I feel like he had a good game still.
He had his impact, dude. He had his impact, and we learned yesterday no longer putting product in his hair for games.
Oh,
That's what's changed things. He said that. That's what he said.
Thing?
No
Oh, he
more
was putting product in his hair?
That's what he says.
Before
He was
games,
putting
yeah.
product in his hair before games, and now he just he lets the intangibles locks flow.
Oh, so you know what's coming next.
That makes sense.
Band he coming headband.
Ooh.
Headband.
Headband, yeah. Yeah.
Headband
He getting it
dunks.
ready.
So much.
Wow. So
I think
you
he
think he's gonna
stopped
grow a
doing
meat?
I think he stopped doing the hair care products because he playing so much.
you
All
don't want
that
to sweat.
all them juices was getting in his eye.
Yeah, I agree. He's been killing it.
I haven't had that problem ever.
Mm.
And Tobin, you haven't either because you don't sweat.
What?
No, you remember when he wore the Pat Riley thing? You said he sweat a lot.
Oh my good
true.
dude. Let me tell you something. Soon as we did one little arm thing, he
Yeah.
was
Yeah, I'm a gusher, dude.
he danced.
Okay.
He was
Uh,
danced.
Where we
Mm.
even?
What?
I just don't.
You don't like what? You don't like it?
I don't like that.
It's a gusher, you know?
No.
Please stop.
It's like a
Strange.
fountain of
No.
sweat.
It just
Oh my wait, that wasn't the worst part.
Hmm?
Because we were in Weston. So it's nothing but like Western housewives
Intangibles!
during the day, right?
Yeah.
And he's over there in a full suit doing the elliptical, and they're all giving him the look.
Yeah. We got to bring that back. Switch it up, though. Maybe a kilt.
Ooh.
A kilt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Pretty good.
I like that actually.
Pretty good.
The more I think about it, the more I'm sold.
Yeah. It's actually going to be like too comfy. Knowing Tobin, somehow he'll lose. He'll get that, and he'll actually
Pull it off.
switch to kilts from now on.
Shmeen the Schmalnick says Portland used to be known for rain. Tonight, it'll be known for Duncan Robinson.
Ooh.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson don't go 1 for 11 and back-to-back
yeah.
games. That don't happen.
For sure. In the same way the old don't like back-to-backs, Duncan don't miss on back-to-backs.
No, he don't miss. He don't miss.
All
He don't miss.
Philadelphia
He don't
plays
miss.
tonight too. Speaking of the old,
Ah, we got who they got tonight? Oh, they got
they got the Boston Celtics in Boston.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that means a -3.
Could be
shots
could be
for
good for you
Philly.
though, because that means it could be a blowout, and
a
therefore
blood and no, but
Kyle
here's
Lowry
what,
can
no.
post-
See, you're thinking about this wrong. In the blowouts, they take him out and try to save him.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
They have
he
a
doesn't get
back-to-back?
no shots.
Mm.
It doesn't matter. Like that,
No.
when it's a blowout, the first people you get out of the game are your old people.
Maybe he had maybe he's got, maybe they'll change things up. They'll go to him first, get Kyle cooking.
Or maybe they'll look at him and say, shoot, please.
You guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Who's that?
We used to have Kyle Lowry, and now we got Terry Rozier in the bottom right. Wow. Wow. Andy Ellisberg is a wizard.
Pretty good.
How did he do that?
I'm gonna use that.
How did he do that?
Wow.
We saw the conversation he was having with Pat and Zoe. He was serious.
Oh, I mean, this is the thing with the Heat, right? They work in the shadows, okay?
Mhm.
And not everybody can work in the shadows. But when you're sitting there at a Udonis Haslem retirement party and you're having just a little discussion amongst family,
Yeah.
and Darrell Wright and Quentin Richardson say, "Hey, Pat, hey, Spo, what about DeLon? Bring him aboard." And they're like, "Really? We could make that happen?" He goes, "He'll make a stink, take a buyout." And in his Heat debut, goes out there, just is a pest all over the place. 13 points yesterday,
Wow.
5 assists, 2 steals, a block. You know what Spo said yesterday?
What? Impact winning?
No.
That's his line. He
Well,
impacts winning.
He said this. He said, "We gave him the game ball." Game ball in his Heat debut,
Look
dude.
at that.
Game ball.
Wow.
I mean, you don't think the game ball should have went to the old ass guy that scored 19 points in 15 minutes?
Wow.
I'm just saying. You ain't getting another night like that out of Caleb.
No, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
You don't know
No,
that.
don't say it.
All things are possible.
No. I'm not saying he's not going to score 19 again.
19 and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
incredible.
That was so good.
You know how hot you have to be to go on a run like that?
They could
Yeah.
not stop him. It was just ridiculous. He just kept hitting threes and then getting fouled.
Yeah.
Every time they're like, what do we do with this Kevin Love? He's just lumbering down the court. And they just are like, I don't know, wrap him up. Foul. Goes to the line.
Did I even see one of the full court passes?
I don't
He was too busy
think
scoring.
so. He was a
Yeah.
wait, we had 1 assist yesterday.
He's like, why throw it to somebody else? I'm hot, baby.
he was feeling it yesterday, dude.
Yeah. Just wanted to get back to the bench quicker. That's really what it was.
He was getting and ones
You know
yesterday.
what's crazy? When you go on a basketball court and see those guys shoot, the 3-point line really doesn't look that far because they're so tall. But when you go and try to shoot it,
Oh
it
man.
seems like it's forever.
No, it's far.
He did this classic Kevin Love where he got the rebound, but like it was Minnesota who just took it down the court, and Malik Monk's like, ah! He didn't know what to do.
Malik Monk. Didn't we want him?
Oh, I'm terrified of Malik Monk.
I got another
A1
guy.
Heat killer.
That Keegan Murray.
Oh, he's good.
Oh my god.
He terrified me.
He averages 30 on us.
Keegan Murray is the greatest shooter this side of Duncan Robinson when he faces the Heat. I mean, he's a good shooter. He's good.
He's
But when he faces the Heat,
yeah. There's a couple of guys that
whoa.
Hey, good
just
news.
get the heat. Did you hear that?
Half. We didn't hear
I tried to
the
hit the button.
we,
I
we
tried
heard
to- Listen, I'm trying to hit the button, right?
Mhm.
So bear with me
That's
because
fine.
I'm hurting, but we're gonna get through this.
RVA Rich is saying Caleb's dunk into the game. Play Jason Jackson's call. It was amazing. Do we have that in the system, Marcos? Or are we still rebooting?
Oh, as far as importing, we'll see. That would definitely need a reboot, but maybe it's in the system. Maybe it's such a good call. They're like, hey, we need this. In the
Yeah, it should be
system.
the what was the final with him? I think it was Caleb Martin. Should have been 118, 110. It was a tomahawk, dude. He threw that puppy down.
For some reason, I got 114, 108. No, okay. There we go. 118, 110, baby. They did it.
Bam, the double team gets it back to right. He'll move it to Martin. He goes up and cracks it atop Mount Martin. Oh, wow. One thing in mind for Caleb, it was havoc.
Wow. Jason Jackson.
Now that dude's a wordsmith.
He is a
Havoc.
wordsmith, dude.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's a wordsmith. Shmee the Schmolnik appropriately says that call stung, which is how you know it's
Which-
good.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
how you
that's
know
how you
it's
know.
good.
Right on.
That's
point.
how you know, dude. That is how you know.
The footwork.
What a day, everybody. What a day. Take a break.
No, we won't.
But before we take a break,
There we go.
why don't you tell us? Because it sounded like Jason Jackson was so energized, like he just got done with some Kozar coffee, Leroy.
Yeah. Hey, I need some. I've been drinking the hell out of it because I've been feeling a little bit under the weather. I need something to coat my throat. And you guys all know Bernie, one of the nicest guys in the world. I've been friends with him for over 30 years. He's had a grueling career, 40 surgeries, 100 concussions. He was down but not out. He realized that food is medicine and changed what he put into his body. So Bernie started creating wellness products and has finally released Kozar Coffee, an organic coffee that is infused with vitamin D and resveratrol, which is nature's miracle antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. This combination of ingredients is exclusive to Kozar Coffee and is the perfect way to start your own journey to a healthier life. Here's what you need to do. Just go to kozarcoffee.com. You can get all the coffee you want. You can also get merch, and you can get an exclusive discount by using code Leroy. And you know what Bernie believes. You deserve to be healthy because you matter.
So
At the Desmond and Dover, I tell you, we care more.
Demesman and Dover Law Firm, your accident attorneys.com. Main office, Fort Lauderdale.
During the President's Day sales event at Miami Lakes Auto Mall, get a brand new 2023 Jeep Compass for just $374 per month for 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. Buy online at Miami Lakes Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.com. Call 844-255-2474 for details.
How often do you use your phone? All the time, right? Make sure you have the Odyssey app. It's an easy way to listen to us wherever you are. Make WQAM your favorite station and take us wherever you go.
I'm coming in.
All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. And we got an exclusive giveaway for you. Your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Luke Bryan at I Think Financial Amphitheater in September. Just keep listening for details. We will give those away at some point in today's show. This is a live show. Man who's going to put on a show is going to be Jesus Luzardo. He was named today, Leroy, the opening day starter for your Miami Marlins, the local kid getting the opportunity.
Yep.
So he's going to join us coming up next hour, just found out, at around 11:15. So we'll talk to Jesus. And South Florida kid getting to start opening day for the Miami Marlins. Got to imagine that is a dream come true. He had an awesome year last year.
I always wonder for like pitchers, how long does it take to get up to, okay, I'm ready to pitch a game?
Yeah.
Right? Because when you go to training camp, they're doing a lot of building at all the different positions to get to playing a game. But the pitchers really never, so, you'll do scrimmages and everybody will throw like an inning. The hitters will hit. The outfielders will catch balls on the side and play a game. But how far before you can get, because now it's during the season, right? They don't even, like, when you start your first couple of starts, you don't go over 70, 75 pitches.
Yeah, not typically. Like they're going to be pretty conservative with some guys for sure. I think Luzardo, he's got a little experience under his belt, so maybe they give him a little bit more. But a guy like Eury Pérez, for sure, I think you're right. Like they're going to be very careful with that. And see where they're at. Eury, by the way, made his spring debut yesterday.
Throwing heat?
He only went into the second. He was throwing heat. He was throwing like 99, something like that.
We take the, as they would say, we take the kid gloves off now? Now he a big leaguer?
That's a good question. I think so. Although you got to imagine after how they were, letting Sandy go is crazy. I wonder if that's going to change their philosophy on things.
It could because, like, the idea is to have both of these guys at the top of your rotation, right? But if you work him like you work Sandy, and then he gets hurt, now you're staggering a whole nother year. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know whether you coach to protect the player or just let him play baseball and what happens. I never know how to go about that, because in football, we protect everybody so much that you're getting a lot of muscle pulls and strains because they haven't played real football till the season starts.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't really get the tackle. You don't get any of that stuff.
Right. Which is, as a running back, there's a couple things you need to experience during camp. Getting tackled, being able to take a hit, being able to block, and having people rip at the football. So, like, all those things you got to go through, you can only do it during camp. And there's very limited times where you have live drills. But you only need, like, during, preseason, hey, coach, I need like 6 carries in a row, right? Just so I can get into it and feel like, oh, this is hitting. Oh, here we go. Oh, they coming, and then I'm good.
You got this last night, Marco. So Mike Bibby, you familiar with Mike Bibby, Leroy?
Yeah.
Former Heat point guard, of course, on the finals team that lost to Dallas.
Hey, Smith and Smolnik.
Bum.
What a jackass. I guess Leroy skipped ripping at the football games. What a jackass.
That's what he does.
Really? You got jokes.
So Mike Bibby, yes, stunk with the Miami Heat.
Whoa.
Stunk with the Miami Heat.
You can't sign these old guys and then wonder why they stink.
He stunk.
He was old.
Fair, but he stunk. Great with the Kings, though. Mike Bibby with the Kings was.
Yeah,
that was a good player.
Was he there with Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike Bibby is doing work on the Kings broadcast.
Oh boy.
And he was not happy with what happened at the end of that game. Here was Mike Bibby on NBC Cali.
I want to harp on this first, Kyle. I don't like the "Let's Go Heat" chants that are going around in the arena. These guys are trying to make a push. The best fans in the NBA our team can't be hearing that.
Well, damage is done, my friend.
Well,
sorry.
You know what I would say?
Damage is done, my friend.
I would say, Mike Bibby, get a bigger fan base, dude.
What do you expect?
You ain't the only team that experiences this.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I don't think people realize, like, this is a national team.
Try going to Atlanta, New York.
New York, Brooklyn.
Well, when I say New York, okay.
Even the last Knicks game, you'll hear it. Like, people look. A lot of people rooted for D-Wade. I don't know if you guys saw D-Wade's last season, the tour that he went on. There's a lot of people who grew up liking this team, and the chance infect every single road arena, and Mike Bibby did not like it. And you know what I would say to him? Should have played better in 01, dude. And to 2011, maybe you would have liked it better.
Hey, check this out.
Oof.
Nobody likes it, right? Nobody likes it. It's like when I first went to Minnesota and we played Green Bay. I mean, you could hear the chants of Green Bay louder than you can hear the chants for Minnesota. And somebody, I guess you could bring Walkmans or boom boxes in there because they were playing their damn music. Go, Pack, go. And we were like, hey, man. So the next owner came in and said, we ain't going to have none of that. And so he rigged the tickets so you couldn't sell the tickets, get the tickets out of state.
Mike Bibby was 32 years old when he joined the Heat, according to Schmieden. I refuse to believe that. I'm sure he wasn't 42.
Dude, he was old.
Sure he wasn't 42. How old?
Well,
45.
Listen, can I just say this? Can I say this? That 32 back then is a lot different than 32 now.
Yeah.
Because
you're telling me he's the same age as DeLon Wright is? I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I mean, I'm not calling you a liar, Schmieden. I'm just saying I don't believe it.
Not the way he
I'm
played.
not a liar. You call us everything.
I've never called
Why
you.
are we trying to tiptoe around it?
Yeah, he was born in 78. So if he joined 2010, 2011, it's about 32.
Man, he was not happy.
But you can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about that, right?
Yeah.
So, you need to talk to your fan base. Buy up all the tickets.
Well, their fan base light the beam.
By the way, no longer super swole. Remember when that happened?
I couldn't tell because he was wearing a suit yesterday.
That's true.
But there was a point where Mike Bibby was super swole.
It's crazy.
Like
And
uncomfortably
super
swole.
And super slow.
Yeah, like it was like, whoa, what the hell happened to Mike Bibby?
He was a traffic cone when he got swole.
Man, he was so bad on the Heat.
What did you expect from a 32-year-old?
I mean, better.
32 is not too. How old is you?
Wait. I started the conversation by saying, not now.
Mm-hmm.
But back then,
10
once
years
you got over 30, your ass was old.
13 years has changed it that much?
Yeah.
7.3 points a game.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Health.
We gave him a standing ovation though.
Health.
Oh, we did. We were so dude. You don't realize we were excited for Mike Bibby. We were excited for Mike Bibby.
He was a 12-year vet at that point, though.
Yeah, he was. He had credentials. He had credentials, but he stunk.
He also had road wear.
They should have started Rio in that series. I mean, like, I don't know if anything could have gotten over LeBron's stinker, but if anybody was out stinking LeBron in that series, it was Mike Bibby. Like the only person giving LeBron a run for his money for least valuable player in that series was Mike Bibby.
Wow.
What?
I can't believe That was 13 years ago, and you still harboring ill will.
Why would I not?
Let it go, dude.
Let it go.
Wow.
Let it go. Let go. One of the most embarrassing series in franchise history. Let it go when all of the country was laughing at us. No.
You live and you learn.
But they lived and they learned and they won the next 2 years. But whatever. I'm not going to let that go. And I'll tell you another thing that I've never believed. Okay. Don't come out here and tell me, oh, we needed that experience to learn how to win. No, you didn't. In fact, the East was harder than it ever was in that year. You had a prime Bulls team. You still had like any remnants left of Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and Rajon Rondo and those curmudgeons before they even stole Ray Allen. And no, I'm not going to sit here and ever accept we needed to learn how to lose.
Who said that?
Oh, they
I didn't even say that.
No, you didn't. But the whole that was the whole narrative out. Oh, we needed that. You know, LeBron, he needed to take the torch. No, he needed to post up JJ Barea.
Hey, not for nothing. It seems like you have that locked and loaded for any occasion.
You brought it up.
No, that's why I meant locked and loaded.
I'm not going to sit here and just forget. Mike Bibby.
Now, can I ask you a question? If it were a different player, would you feel differently?
I don't know. I mean,
No,
why do you live in Peter Pan land? If player?
Because you live in 13 years ago.
I mean, I've given Mike Bibby the business too.
No, not the same. Not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same. A lot of people don't even know Mike. A lot of people don't even realize Mike Bibby was on that team.
Well, that's on them if they don't remember history. That's hard to rival. What was worse though, Mike Bibby in 11 or Mario Chalmers in 14?
Ooh.
Because Mario Chalmers in 14, that man cost himself a lot of money.
Oh, he did.
Oof.
And it didn't help none that he got yelled at all year.
Sure did. Sure did.
Holy smokes. There was not a game where somebody didn't yell, Rio.
But the mother bleeping, oh, we needed to learn how to, oh, really?
Who says that?
LeBron, you've been 6'8", 260 your entire life.
Who says that?
The Heat.
Okay, the Heat.
D-Wade and LeBron. We needed that. We had to have a conversation and I had to pass the torch. You know, remember LeBron after that series was not nice. He was like, you guys all have to go back to your miserable lives. It's like, all right, dude, well, at least we would have posted up JJ Barea.
Yeah. Here's what I love.
Sitting here, they're shutting. Let me get this straight. I just want to be clear about something. You guys needed to learn how to win. You shut down Derrick Rose. Gentlemen swept him in 5 games. But you needed to figure out JJ Barea? Make it make sense. You choked. That's all it was. You choked. Okay? I don't want to be rude about it, but you choked. That's it.
Are you being extremely rude?
I'm not being rude.
You are.
You choked. Don't tell me I needed to learn how to win. That team in 11 was good enough to win. You choked. And Spo.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? It's funny you should say that. I had a conversation yesterday with somebody who came over to my house, right? Doing some work outside.
Okay.
And he was talking about, early on in the year when he came over, how big a fan he was of Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Now he's a fan of Patrick Mahomes. And I was like, hey, man. He said, they need to get rid of Tua. He can't win the big one. I said, well, you want to get rid of Lamar Jackson? No, why? He's one of the best in the league. I said, because he ain't doing it either. You want to get rid of Josh Allen? No, he's one of the best in the league because he ain't did it either. So at what point are we going to all, be on that same level?
I don't know. What's going on out here?
I forgot that today is the day that they change, finally, our doors.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll take a break.
For what?
The signage.
For sale.
Why are we changing the signage? There's nobody in the building.
It's a pretty full day. And plus, we got the people over at Radio Libre. They want their actual signage. They don't want to say QAM over there.
They
And
want to feel welcome.
our doors currently say $7.90 the
I
ticket.
think we shared food with them.
We ate crab
Last
together.
time I was in. No, we didn't eat crab. What do we eat? What do we have? Donuts or something?
Empanadas?
Not empanadas.
Take a quick break. Jesus Luzardo going to join us next hour. Our Tua is next.
For our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I thought you were saving your energy for the season. That was good. Did I say that? I don't know. Leroy.
Well, yesterday you kind of hinted that you were a little bit more
you were toning
laid
it
back.
down.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, you guys were like bullies on the group chat yesterday.
You guys
it's
is
kind of
very.
It's like it's hard to be myself anymore because I'm just judged all the time by you two and Leroy.
Why?
You did say some questionable things.
Well, what did I say that was so questionable yesterday?
I mean,
Are you referring to the Kevin Love thing?
What did I say about Kevin Love? I mean, I've always said Kevin Love.
That he's more than just a bra?
Well, in a lot of ways, Kevin Love is like a bra because he's there for support. But
all right.
I don't know. You don't have to like reveal.
You know, actually, who went overboard was not you yesterday.
What?
It was you.
Why?
sir.
What did I? Was
This morning, actually.
I was just bringing it to life,
I'm uncomfortable looking at this picture.
Yeah. Well, don't judge.
Well, Tobin did call Kevin Love a whole lingerie set.
Look at that. Silky smooth.
He is, though.
No. All right.
Like, he was more than just a bra yesterday. Like, he was the garter belt. He was everything.
Oh, my God.
Like, he had the stockings.
Oh,
Not the.
It was a little ruffled.
Not where I wanted to rejoin.
Yeah.
You would agree, though, Leroy. A game yesterday like Kevin Love, 19 points in 15 minutes. He's more than a bra yesterday. I mean, he was Victoria's Secret, if we're going to be honest.
He was the whole store?
He was the whole store, the whole kit and caboodle. He was the silk robe, gave you a little peeky poo.
He brought those back?
Yep.
Look at that.
I'd say he was more of a girdle.
What?
Yeah, for
Shut
sure.
A girdle?
Yeah, very supportive.
Well, more like what's that thing that they put in? Is that a corset?
Oh, the waist trainer.
Look, unless you are wearing one,
Waist
don't
trainer.
talk about it. Please stop.
Waist trainer? What are you?
That's what they call it.
That's like, what are you
What's
in
the
olden
shapewear?
days?
He's more like the shapewear.
Yeah, it's what all the young, cool whippersnappers are wearing nowadays.
Well, you need to give one to Patrick Mahomes, who does not have a football body.
Wow.
The
He
athleticism.
doesn't.
Greatest
Look at him
quarterback on
now.
earth, but
Look
Leroy
Yeah.
cannot escape Leroy's
No one
fat
can
shaming.
escape
Wait.
I now
What?
blame.
Hold
Big
on.
What?
I want all of you to stop me
Hmm?
when I tell a lie.
Hmm.
He got a dad body.
Let him be.
This
I'm
means
not, it don't make him any less great.
So then why do you got to mention it?
Okay, you're right. You're right. Just like I mentioned Miley Cyrus's big ass teeth. And then you said, oh my
Yeah,
God.
mind you, see, I
That
didn't
was
notice it
huge.
until you brought it
they
up.
were
How
very
could you
big.
not? You're not paying attention if you didn't notice them big ass teeth.
I think her
I
teeth are
don't
fine.
really do that.
Oh, nice.
I think her teeth are fine. Very
Really?
nice. They're fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you want to eat an apple or something.
Perfect. Ideal, actually.
Yeah.
One bite.
One bite.
Headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Miami Hurricanes, they fell to North Carolina.
Oh my goodness.
yesterday,
I didn't give up
35.
42. You know how hard it is to give up 42
71.
points to one guy in college?
Well, I mean, the bigger issue was couldn't grab a damn rebound off the free throw line.
Yeah.
They had their chances.
They covered.
They did cover. They did cover.
13 and a half.
They did cover. Marlins and Cardinals played to a 1-1 tie yesterday.
Wow.
Skip Schumacher this morning named Jesus Luzardo the opening day starter. He's going to join us in about 10 minutes.
Nice.
Cats back on the ice tonight, hosting the Buffalo Sabres at 7 o'clock. So you got that.
I watch that.
Yeah, that's good.
And bookies.com has released odds on Jalen Waddle trade destination should he be traded. The favorite? The New York Giants.
That'd be fun with no quarterback.
Oh, going from Tua to Daniel Jones. Poor Jalen.
Yeah.
Also, we haven't paid him yet.
No.
Why the hell would we? He's cheap. Why would we trade him? It's crazy.
They the thought is like because you're not going to be able to pay him.
Oh.
So like you'll save money spending elsewhere because if you're going to keep Tyreek.
So
that's what some of this idea was. I don't agree with
my
it.
My whole thing is this:
a lot of fodder. I believe Mike Tannenbaum was the bum who brought this up.
My whole thing is this: I love when people have ideas, but I would like to know what is the end result. So, do you have faith in one of these young guys, some of these other receivers, that you can make this move, or you just figure you can just stick anybody there?
I don't really have any other young receivers.
But that's my point. That's my point that here, you can't do anything to stop the offensive train from going forward. And that is moving guys or trading guys or whatever.
Yeah, they got Braxton Berrios. He's not that young, and he's intangibles. And then you got River Cracraft, who's perusing
possession receiver.
He's going around Boca saying, "How about them cougs?" I'm like, "Whoa, all right, what?
Why are you
looking at me like that?
Is he talking about a team or is he?
I don't know. Do you think he was talking about a team?
I don't know.
Because when he said, "How about them cougs" on Twitter, I was assuming he was just in Boca.
Okay.
Okay. Did you think that he was talking about a team? Like, do you think he's like a Houston Cougars fan?
Maybe
is that where he went to school?
That's the only.
Why don't you check that
Interesting.
before you
River
say he was in Boca?
Okay. See, he went to. Oh, he went to Washington State. The Cougars.
Yes. There you go. You idiot.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, we don't know. Hold on. We don't know. Did Washington State they don't? It's not football season.
Yeah.
So you think he's like?
I don't know.
You think he's like rooting for basketball? Washington State?
I think he is in Boca.
Do you think River Cracraft is a big Cam Ward fan? You think he's happy? There could be a connection there, a Cougs connection.
Maybe he's mad that the Cougs gave him up. I don't like saying Cougs.
Why?
I just realized that.
What's wrong with saying Cougs?
Just don't like it.
That's why I laughed. That's why I was.
So we don't know that he wasn't talking about Boca.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we do. If he went to Washington,
it's a coincidence. It is a coincidence.
We call that back home a coinky dink.
Yeah, we would put another option on the table. We can't rule out that he was in Boca.
Yes, we can.
No, we can't.
Oh my
River Cracraft sounds like someone who's going to be in Boca.
Yeah, like if you want to talk about somebody who's
Can you imagine? Meet my boyfriend. His name is River.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, could you imagine some Boca widow, whose rich husband croaked, and she's like, this is River. He's my young stud.
Why do you guys say it like that?
Because
River, like
River.
you're singing his name.
Yeah,
River?
because if you had a boyfriend named River, I don't know what the cropper's name was.
It actually sounds like a boy band.
Have you ever had a boyfriend with a weird name, JFig, that was like named after like a season?
Yeah, the cropper.
Not a season, other things. And
Autumn.
Yeah.
Rain.
I got trashed.
Usmail. That's U.S. mail. Cubans.
What is wrong with you?
River.
River's
because if you had a boyfriend named
River.
you would you want to flaunt it, be like, yeah, he's River. He's interesting.
Yeah, he's an artsman.
He's an artsman.
My family's Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how would they pronounce it?
Me introducing them to River.
Rived.
Like, what does that mean?
Rived.
River?
Oh, because you probably say Reber.
You know what? -1.
No, they would
It's not my fault you don't pronounce V's.
You're shaming
-1.
I'm not shaming you. You do not pronounce V's.
What do they just call him? Rio?
No, River.
Yeah, they probably
Rio.
would.
Rio.
Mhm.
Rio.
That's kind of sexy.
Hi, Rio.
Rio.
That's actually good. I like that.
Rio.
Wow, River became Rio.
Yeah.
Put a little sauce.
Rio
on it.
Cracraft.
You know they somebody gonna have huh?
They'll probably ask why is that?
Why
is
is he
his
named
name-
River?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because
Because
old
he
people
floats.
old people want answers. Are you named after somebody? Why
We
would
should
your
ask
parents give
radio.
you that name?
Rio.
Ask
Rio
the
Cracraft.
Radio Libre people if we have a guest for them, River Cracraft.
Oh, all right. We'll take a quick break. Jesús Luzardo. He's going to join us next.
I don't speak Portuguese. I can speak English.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. Miami 560 WQAM. Miami Heat victorious last night over the Sacramento Kings, 121-110. So the Heat, they stay rolling. They're back at it tonight, taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. And, looks like things are rolling pretty great for your Miami Heat right now. Your Miami Marlins, they continue spring training action. And some news coming across for the Fish today as Skip Schumacher announced that his opening day starter is going to be none other than Jesus Luzardo. An unbelievably cool story. Hometown kid.
Yep.
Awesome season last year. He's been great since coming over to your Miami Marlins. But now he gets the opportunity to get the ball on opening day. So let's go to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop hundreds of Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Jesus Luzardo joining us there. Jesus, how are you, man? Congratulations.
I'm doing well. Thank you. I appreciate it.
When you got the news that you were going to be the opening day starter, was it goosies or was it goosies galore?
Yeah, definitely got goosebumps. It was awesome news for me, for my family. Just being able to tell my parents, I grew up going to opening days and, a pro player. So just being able to have them there, give them that news, I thought it was awesome.
How this journey for you, Jesus, like when coming from Oakland over here and getting the dream to be on your hometown team to this, like, have you done much in the way of like reflecting of how cool that is? Like, to have your career shake out the way that it has?
Yeah. I mean, during the off season, it really sinks in, just being able to, the off season, the last game of the season, I just go home and I grew up in Parkland, live in Parkland now, just live there year round, being able to drive to the field or drive here to spring training, go home. It just, it's just a blessing for me, for my family, a lot of friends. It's hard to kind of sit there and reflect in season, but when I get some time to myself and able to like sit back and take a look at what's going on, it really is a blessing. Just growing up for this, rooting for this team and being able to be a part of it now.
What's your preparation for? I always wonder, as a starting pitcher, and you're going to be opening, pitching the first game. What steps do you take to be able to get to being able to throw 75, 80 pitches? I don't know. They usually start pitchers off kind of slow during the season, but we've been out to training camp. We see you doing all these drills and stuff. When do you start like, okay, I'm going to throw 2 or 3 innings, then I'm going to try to get up to 4? When do you get to the point where, okay, I am ready to be the opening day starter?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably about 2 starts before opening day. Mm-hmm. I'm already at last start 2 days ago, threw 2 innings. On Friday, I'll throw 3. And then that's just how we progress. Every start will go another inning. So it'll go 4, 5, 6. And then around, that March 22nd or March 21st-ish, throw 1 more start. Maybe you back down a little bit. Maybe you increase the workload. But basically you build up progressively up until, opening day. Then you're ready to go.
How much responsibility did you feel coming into this year, Jesus, of stepping up as a leader, knowing that Sandy was not going to be able to pitch for you guys, and he took such pride in that role? Did you feel any responsibility to kind of take the mantle of that, knowing that he'll be around, but if you're not going to have him on the hill, it's a little bit different. So you need somebody still on the inside of things.
Yeah, I do. I do feel responsibility. I think it's an honor, to be the guy kind of leading us off and trying to get us off on the right foot. I think it's going to be a big group effort at the same time. I think we got a lot of young guys, a lot of guys that are going to have to hit new PRs and innings and all that. But at the same time, like you said, I think it's nice to have someone on the inside and kind of on the field. And I think it is an honor for me, and I'm extremely excited to be that guy.
How overlooked do you think this team is right now? Because obviously you guys are in a division where the flash is always going to go to the big spenders, but you guys made the playoffs last year, man. And I do feel like if there's a bit of overlook, you guys have made some fun additions this year. How much do you feel like this Marlins team is being overlooked in the NL East right now?
Yeah, I think we're being extremely overlooked. I think last year we were overlooked, and I think this year again. But at the same time, I think we like that. I think we like to have that little edge, that little chip on our shoulder. That we made the playoffs last year. That people aren't really paying attention to us. We might not have the biggest offseason, but I think we had some additions and some key pieces, and I think that for us, it's we use that to our advantage and kind of be the underdog and face some teams that they think they're gonna come in to Miami and whatever it might be, route us. And I think we, like I said, we use that to our advantage and have that little edge.
How is last year getting everybody ready for this year? Because last year there weren't a lot of expectations, but you guys played really well. The pitching, the timely hitting, stuff like that. You lost a bat and Soler, but then you got another guy who kind of fits the same bill as Soler, who was struggling coming in, but has had some monster years. How do you guys kind of get together and just have this conversation? Hey, man, this can be done. We've done this before. Don't worry about how much money you're making. Don't worry about the amount the team is spending. We have done this with what we have.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I think it's something that, Skip kind of set the tone for day one of spring training and let us know, we had a talk and we had our team meeting and things like that were said. But at the same time, it doesn't even have to be said. I feel like I think everyone in the clubhouse just knows. And, it's just it is what it is. We're going to go out and we're going to grind and we're going to battle and scratch and claw every game. And I think teams facing us now know that we're going to grind you out and it's not just going to come and be an easy game. When you face the Marlins, you're in for a dogfight, and that's the goal we want to have.
Now, Jesus, we talked about this last week. It's been all the buzz around the fans in spring training. Are these pants as bad as they say they are? These baseball pants, are they as bad as they say they are?
I will say, they're comfortable, they're lightweight. There's some issues maybe on you get maybe a little see-through, whatever it might be. But in terms of being comfortable, I think they're comfortable.
So we're not going to go with there's not going to be any bright undergarments for Jesús Luzardo on opening day. You're going to probably try and find something that's a little bit more discreet.
Yeah, I'm going to go black sliders. I can tell you that right now all year.
Yes, I've been trying to tell these guys this. They normally wear stuff under there. And for football players, we have the same thin stuff. But guess what? You see pants and you can see just a jock strap. Yeah, right? And nobody made a big deal about football players doing it. Now all of a sudden, the baseball, regardless, all flip out. First of all, do you understand the burns you get if you don't wear tights under there? Come on,
you gotta wear tights, especially the position players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, but I'm sure baseball players do weird things, Jesus. There's no way in your time ever in the sport that somebody has not worn something like a thong or something strange just to get out of a slump. And I just wonder if this is going to deter people from these type of activities because of these maybe transparent pants.
Well, I think the guys that are willing to go out on a limb and wear the thong or whatever it might be, I think they won't care. So
yeah, they don't care. They're trying to get out of the slump.
Yeah, maybe you might see some interesting things throughout the year. We'll see.
Who is though most likely in the clubhouse? Because I got my money on Jake Berger, most likely guy that would go in that direction. Can you reveal who is most likely to wear something strange to get out of a slump?
Man, that's tough. I would say De La Cruz. I highly doubt that he would do it, but I would go with De La Cruz.
Well, from this standpoint, Jesus, did you do anything unique, interesting this offseason that you wanted to add to your game? Such a great year for you last year, but I imagine you want to always improve on that. Did you try and tinker with pitches, try a new pitch, anything different that you did coming into this year that you wanted to bring to the table?
Yeah, I felt like I was just fine-tuning my pitches, trying to stand up my four seam a little bit more, get a little more ride on it, kind of work on a sinker, get to the other side of the plate a little more. But my biggest thing was I tried to add a curveball that we've been throwing in spring training, and it's been feeling really good, and getting good results so far. So the goal is just to keep working and perfect that pitch by the time opening day comes around.
Now, when it comes to pitching like this, right, do you watch film and say, oh, you know what, this pitch would have got this guy right here, and I didn't have it. Let me try to work on it to see if I can incorporate it. Or do you try to perfect and locate the pitches that you have and perfect those pitches so that you have your go-to, arsenal when you get in those moments again?
Yeah, for me, last year was more that year for me that I thought that there were times that I could add pitches, and me and Mel Stoudemire, our pitching coach, just talked, and he was like, you need to, don't be a jack of all trades. You want to perfect your craft. So
right.
I had to really work and work on the pitches that I had. And once I felt like I got to the point last year that I maybe not perfected them, but I got them to the point where I want them and where I'm confident in them and I can lean on them. This offseason was now a time to add. So it's just something to give the opposing team something to think about a little more, when they're setting a game plan against the pitching staff. For me specifically, just I want them to have another thought in their mind that, he has this pitch, maybe he can use it. So just adding little pieces here and there and trying to piece it together.
Last year, you guys were dazzled by Eury Pérez coming up at his age and doing what he did. What is, a Eury Pérez with a year under his belt? What have you noticed about him in camp so far this year?
I mean, Eury looks amazing. He comes into camp full of energy, great guy to have around. He, young kid, kind of brings a lot of energy, brings out young life to the team. And he's a hard worker. He doesn't take anything for granted. Always smiling, always has good energy, always has a lot of fun. You never see him nervous, never see him upset, even when things aren't going well. So it's just he's a great guy to have. He's like a little brother to me, and I think to a lot of the guys on the team. But he's also at the same time a leader. He commands a lot of respect in the clubhouse, and I think that's awesome to see. A 20-year-old about to be 21. He's awesome to have around. I can't say enough good things about him.
Is that a pitcher's mentality, though? You have to kind of be even keel because things go up and down and you have to just stay the course. So it's more of a pitching thing than necessarily just a baseball thing, right?
Yeah, I've seen, for the most part, it's a long season, so you want everyone to have that mentality. But I've seen, the best pitchers that I've gotten to share a clubhouse with in my career has been guys that just stay even keel, like you said. They might have a great game and punch out the world. And, after the game, you see them exactly as if they just gave up 7 runs. So, it's not that you take a bad outing lightly or anything, but it's just, it's a long season. You get 33 starts in a full season. Not every start's going to go perfect the way you want it. You got to understand that, it is what it is. You flush it, you fix what you got to fix, and you move on. So you got to stay very even because, the highs can get highs and the lows can get really low. So you don't want to get affected too much.
Jesus, before we get you out of here, always got to get your pulse on things around the sports landscape down here in South Florida. How confident are you right now as a Cats fan? Confidence level in the Panthers right now. They look unstoppable. Do you feel like this is the year they get over the hump?
I do, yeah. I've been going to a lot of games. They turned it around the new year. Once they beat the Rangers at home, I think they turned it around a lot. And I'm confident in them. I think they're like I envision the Marlins. I think they're a scrappy team. They'll take anyone to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and that's what I like about them. I think they're they got a lot of dogs in that clubhouse, and I think that's what we need here in South Florida. So I'm confident in them. I think this is the year they get over the hump.
Who was the first person you reached out to after you got the news about the opening day?
I threw in my family group chat, and then my dad called me within maybe 30 seconds.
Was he crying? Was he emotional?
No, not crying, but he was definitely excited. Yeah, he was definitely excited. He might cry on opening day, but he didn't cry there.
Well, that's awesome, man. Hey, congratulations, Jesus. You've had you're a hell of a story down here. You've obviously been awesome since you've gotten traded down here, and very happy for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
There you go. Jesús Luzardo, your Miami Marlins opening day starter. We will take a quick break.
Hey, by the way,
yes,
he's talking about Eury Pérez being young. He looks 12.
He's got some boyish good looks.
He looks really young.
He's got some boyish good looks.
What
but
is he, like 23?
Eury's a baby.
Is Jesus like 23? I want to
say. Jesus is what, 27? 26.
What?
26.
26?
Yeah, he's a vet.
Wow. Dude.
Young 26 too. He's gonna be 26 all season.
Dude, he looks like he's 19, right?
He's a baby.
He ain't even got that old man imperfections on your face from shaving too much. He's got that Tobin face.
No, that's not. No, that's not the same.
He shaves once a month.
I didn't shave this morning, so you can see it's a little scratchy.
Really?
You know, but you know.
Really?
Careful,
Send me a picture with you having facial hair.
Well, I choose not to, but I could if I
Guys, we
wanted
already
to.
gone through this.
I know.
Look at him.
Yeah.
This is how he looks.
Yep. With the bunny.
Mhm.
Take a quick break. The damage is done, my friend. Is next. Welcome in, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Thanks to Jesús Luzardo for joining the show.
Yep.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. He was at one point he was the best pitcher last year when everybody else was out or whatever.
Certainly was.
They depended on him to be that ace. Now it's going to be incredible if you have Eury and then Sandy come back, right, and then him.
And possibly, I'm excited to see if Max Meyer gets any run because he was supposed to be their top pitching prospect and he got hurt.
What about Sixto?
Although I get very scared. Well, come on, dude. He hasn't pitched in 4 years. What can I expect out of him?
But he had surgery, didn't he?
He's had everything.
All right.
He's had everything. I think he's had surgery. I think he's had apathy. I think he's had an appetite. I think he's had everything.
Whoa! What was that?
I'm sorry. Anyway,
come on.
Speaking of, let's get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend. Did you see how the Pistons lost to the Knicks last night, Leroy?
Oh, my goodness. On an officiating
blunder. So, by the way, first of all, I think this should immediately eradicate the Knicks getting any kind of protest win for that game where Aaron Holiday was fouled by Jalen Brunson, and all the Knicks fans are going crazy. As you Knicks fans say, keep that same energy because you guys got away with a gift yesterday. You know, classic New York Knicks going for diving at people's knees, and Oscar Thompson got fouled, didn't call it, and Monty Williams, who
is the nicest guy in the world, which for that job is tough.
He was not happy with the officiating yesterday. Here he was after the game.
Where's the New York media now? The absolute worst call of the season. No call. And enough's enough. We've done it the right way. We've called the league. We've sent in clips. We're sick of hearing the same stuff over and over again. We had a chance to win the game, and the guy dove into Asar's legs, and there was a no call. That's an abomination. You cannot miss that in an NBA game, period. And I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of our guys asking me, what more can we do, coach? That situation is exhibit A to what we've been dealing with all season long, and enough's enough. You cannot dive into a guy's legs in a big-time game like that and there be a no call. It's ridiculous, and we're tired of it. We just want a fair game called, period. And I got nothing else to say. We want a fair game, and that was not fair. I'm done.
Wow. And he walks off. No question. No further questions, Mean
Can
Gene.
I just tell you? And that's the maddest you'll ever see him. Because even
Pistons,
he wasn't really.
It's brutal, too, because the Pistons, dropped to 8-49.
Right.
I mean, scratching and clawing for wins here. But look, I have good news for Monty Williams because crew chief James Williams has said, upon post-game review, we determined that Thompson gets to the ball first and then was deprived of the opportunity to gain possession of the ball. Therefore, a loose ball foul should have been whistled on New York's Dante DiVincenzo. Well, Mr. Williams, damage is done, my friend.
Damage is done, my friend.
You allowed the Knicks to weasel out of there with a victory. And poor Monty Williams can't get the double-digit wins. Brutal. What do you got, Leroy, for damage?
So, have you guys been following this Cam Newton thing?
Oh, I saw the video yesterday.
Here's the backstory behind this. Cam Newton has a 7-on-7 team that he coaches. These other guys coach a 7-on-7 team. They beat him. They were talking trash, right?
Yep.
The part that you see on the video is not the beginning of it. But then they go at it, and Cam Newton yells stuff that, when you're mad, you yell, but as an athlete, you probably should never yell about making people and all this stuff. And it just gets out of hand. It really does. But my damage is done is, hey, man, Cam Newton's 6'6". If you're going to go get up in his face and poke the bear, what do you think's going to happen?
It was,
and I always have a problem with this. People think they could come at you because you're a former athlete because you ain't going to do nothing. But you're a man first.
Yeah.
And
that
I get
with, Durant the other day. Remember Durant was coming out of town, somebody called him the B word and he turned around.
Right.
Like right at him.
So I think, people are trying these athletes and not treating them like men, but treating them like athletes. And then we gonna all look at Cam and say, Cam, you on a different level. You got to handle that situation differently. And so I'm like, no, player, the damage is done when you go to a grown-ass man
damage is done, my
and
friend.
start running your mouth. You get what you get. And then all of a sudden they act like, oh, man, I don't know what happened. And y'all see the video and whatever. They was talking trash because they beat Cam Newton in a 707, right? And they start going at him and getting in his face and stuff like that. Now,
there was word, I mean, on their side of things, just to be fair, I mean, they did say that Cam starts the trash talk, that he talks a lot of trash in the lead up to this, wants to gamble on some of it.
Okay.
That's their side of things. But seeing 6 people try to touch Cam Newton and it having no success was very impressive. I will tell you, seeing Cam Newton, I one time saw him at the LA Fitness in North Miami with Antonio Brown, and I thought he was like one of the craziest athletic specimens I've ever seen.
He's built like Jalen Phillips.
It's ridiculous.
Like you don't realize how big that dude is. But I would say this, and this goes for Cam Newton too. If you're going to dish it out, you got to be able to take it, right? I believe that. But in the same breath, y'all be careful, because that's a grown man.
Don't lose.
That's a big boy. And so maybe sometimes the big boy think he can talk trash like you can't because he's 6'6" and 260. But it's just a bad situation that, I don't know if anybody's ever going to get to the bottom of it. But I do know this, as a man, you can't just go over there any kind of way and talk to a grown-ass man that big and not think that there's going to be some kind of ramifications.
Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
What do you have today for damages done?
Hello.
Well, I saw in the rundown that you had Taylor Swift's dad is being accused of punching a paparazzi photographer in Australia.
Whoa. Did you redo?
And so I did a little digging because, I mean, when has this ever been a good life?
I didn't know her dad traveled with it. Is her dad her manager?
So her parents are her managers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he is.
Do they have a good relationship? Because we've seen this in the past. This has not gone well for.
Yeah.
Yes, they all have a very good relationship.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Well, a lot of her family is a part of her team, so
good.
Nice.
Keep it in
she
house.
keeps it humble. And well,
I mean, humble. I mean,
okay. You know what?
Fine.
Dude, leave Tay alone.
Seriously.
Leave
And
Tay
you know what?
alone.
And you can say that also to the paparazzis. Leave her alone. If not, you're going to be found. You're going to be found in this situation. And apparently, it says 2 individuals were aggressively pushing their way towards Taylor, grabbing at her security personnel and threatening to throw a female staff member into the water.
Yikes.
So the damage is done. You.
So did the dad swing on him?
So the dad gave him a 2-piece.
So the video was kind of hard to see, but if that did happen, you kind of deserved it, sir. So
wow,
damage is done.
That's what I'm saying.
When have you ever heard a good positive story on a paparazzi?
But here's the deal. Why do people think they can do whatever the hell they want without no ramifications dealing with grown people? Right? If you go there aggressively and try to think that you have the right to do whatever the hell you want and you end up swallowing a fist, eat it.
You got to realize
you're wrong.
These paparazzi don't know how to do it like old Tobes. You know, you got to be a fly on the wall when you're recording people. You know,
absolutely.
You got to be
Can I just say
focused.
this?
Nothing can deter you. Not even cheerleader tush.
Nothing
You gotta
about
be
you.
focused.
Hey, nothing about you says fly on the wall.
I'm a fly on the wall, dude. I'm, look, I'm boots on the ground. I know how to be boots on the ground in the most discreet way possible. Trust me.
Yeah.
And somehow we always notice you on the crowd.
I mean, people will notice me. I don't know what to say to that. Frog boy,
All right.
what say you?
My damage is done. I have 2 nominees, if that's okay. I'll make them quick. Number 1, damage is done goes to my time.
Huh?
Any free time that I have now is going to be dedicated to watching the Avatar, The Last Airbender, the new series on the Netflix.
Avatar is a series on Netflix?
Indeed. They had the cartoon. Now they have a live action version.
Didn't they have a movie also?
They did. The movie was horrible. It was directed by M. Night Shyamalan, who's known for his cheap little twists.
He does love a cheap twist.
Yeah. Instead, now they have a live action series. And I'm not that guy that's like, well, technically in the cartoon, so I'm going to be able to enjoy it like a normal person. But unfortunately, any single free opportunity I have in my home, I am hounded to put on Avatar: The Last Airbender. So damage is done goes to my time, courtesy of Netflix.
Damage is done, my friend.
You can watch it with your kid.
You know, I try to put on stuff from my time, and he's in it for a little bit, and then he's like, "Come on, dude, where's Bluey?" Bro, it's hard to compete with Bluey.
He can't even talk, but you know what he tried to say.
Come on, man. Give me the good stuff.
Well, look, man.
Didn't you have 2 nominees? Though?
Yeah, my second damage is done goes to the NBA because you woke up Dunkyard Dog. No more hair product in his hair before games.
Wow.
That is a new level of Duncan Robinson.
Having him mic'd up was fun.
He's
yesterday.
a menace.
This is him on the decision to go productless.
I stopped putting product in my hair, and I used to put product in it for games. I don't anymore.
It's natural?
All natural, baby. I know they got some crazy surgeries down in Miami, but I'm not partaking, I promise.
Wow. That's
Which
amazing.
I kind of thought what made no sense because you're talking about hair.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
crazy
he's
stuff.
got full head of hair.
Too. They got some crazy.
You know somebody told him, you know somebody already hinted at him, hey, we can get your hair just like you want it.
You want Jaime hair?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Imagine him with
somebody
that
tells
Fabio
Duncan,
hair.
hey,
No,
Duncan,
he
you want
can't.
that Jaime?
Listen, his head is not shaped for Jaime hair.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
I've seen Jaime.
He can probably pull it off.
See, I've seen Jaime with the short hair, and I would never think that a guy like that would pull that off, but he does. I think Duncan Robinson could pull off the locks,
Yeah.
a flowing mane, if he wanted to. If
The
he
Fabio?
if he chose that, he could do it. He could do it.
I don't think so.
But hair surgery, that's a real thing now? I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't really
They get hair plugs.
Have you not seen the comeback Tom Brady had?
That's
I'm serious.
No,
Go
that's
look at JFigs. Go look at like Tom Brady 2003.
Yeah.
That dude was gonna look like Terry Bradshaw. And then all of a sudden he's just got like a mane going on.
Oh yeah, it's not looking good in 2003.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. See?
I remember.
Not looking good.
Man.
Huh?
Take a quick break.
It didn't work for me.
We'll take a break. Back after this. Tobin and Leroy. Let's get to a full-length cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't just sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
The Cats are back on the ice tonight, taking on the Buffalo Sabres. And that'll get going today. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock for your Florida Panthers, who will look to keep things rolling after their overtime victory. That will be on AM 790 tonight for those looking for your Cats. 7 o'clock puck drop from Amerant Bank Arena. They gave the Sabres the business pretty recently, didn't they? I feel like everyone going into Buffalo.
I mean, we've been giving everyone the business.
That's fair. Man, I mean, Jesus. Oh yeah, they shut their ass out 4-0.
Yeah,
shut out. Dolphins take a lesson for what the Panthers do to Buffalo, huh?
Okay, I like that.
Just let's go.
Pretty good.
Like just take some notes. I would like to see. I would like to see some throttling of Buffalo on the football field every now and then. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Oh, Jim.
I love this guy. He's the Josh Allen on skates.
Yeah, essentially.
Wait, what?
What?
Anyway, the Cats will get back at it tonight. Let's see. Bobrovsky is getting the start tonight in net after Stenland or Stolarz got the win the last time around. So Bob back in net tonight. But as Paul Maurice has been pointing out, the goaltenders have been fantastic for the Panthers this season. Meanwhile, your Miami Heat, they will be back at it tonight. And guess who is going to get themselves a lesson?
Who's that?
Joe Cronin.
Oh.
How does this bum think last night? Let me just ask you something as an honest, unbiased person here.
Don't say I'm biased.
I am not biased. Let's just say that I'm
You're
just
biased.
I'm looking at this with I don't feel like that's fair. Although if anybody wants to come in and brag about the Heat, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560 for any Heat calls that want to just mock the doubters and the cowards that were all out there. But there's no way that Joe Cronin, in an honest moment last night, I imagine him sad in his office, glass of whiskey, probably a little
whiskey, not wine, out in Portland.
Nah, I think he's drinking whiskey, the hard stuff, because he watches what Jaime Jaquez did to the Sacramento Kings and thinks to himself, I passed on that for Rob Williams, whose knee doesn't work.
He wants to feel the burn every time. He has to feel the pain for his decisions.
Yeah.
How does he feel about that? That his team, which, by the way, if you guys wanted to go tonight, I got sent this on Twitter.
Oh.
If we have any Heat fans in Portland tonight, you can get into the Rose Garden. Is it still the Rose Garden?
No.
Yes.
Who cares?
It is?
The point is,
no, it's not.
If you want to go to New Rose Garden,
okay,
you can get in for the cool price of $1. $1 will get you in to watch some Blazers hoops tonight.
Wow.
If you happen to be in Portland and you want to watch the Miami Heat kick the holy hell out of the Portland Trailblazers, who are 15-41 on the season. Jimmy Butler on 3 days rest
at the Moda Center.
Nikola Jović, which by the way, did you not think it was adorable that he was not at the wine tasting and that he had a soda with him yesterday?
Too young.
It's called the Moda Center.
Yeah.
The who?
Moda
Center.
MODA.
Moda Center, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, the Miami Heat are kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, they are.
They are kicking ass and taking names. And last night was a thrill. It was a thrill. Did we celebrate this at all, Marcos?
Yeah, I kind of have a problem though.
What do you mean?
There was just so many phenomenal performances. I couldn't really narrow down who I wanted to celebrate.
So you what do you mean? You couldn't do like a director's cut of last night's game? You had to.
I mean, I did, but I did like a director's cut, a Snyder's cut, a straight to DVD cut. Long story short, I have 3 montages. So,
wow. 3 montages.
Yeah.
3 montages. So can I pick amongst these montages?
Absolutely. We have highlighting the work of the fabulous Jaime Jaquez, who's back, by the way.
He is back.
We have Bam, the new captain.
He's so good.
Really
He's
holding
so good.
things down.
Hey, you remember when Bam was in a little shooting slump?
When?
That's over.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's over.
Way
dude.
behind in the rear view.
That's over.
Which mirror is it in? It's
The rear view.
Okay.
It's gonna be the rear view.
The rear view.
It's gonna be the rear
Hey,
view.
wait. First of all,
What?
Yeah.
Jack,
He's right.
don't do Tobin to Tobin.
What do you mean?
Was that him?
Don't
You
let
know
him.
exactly what I mean.
Do you guys ever do you guys ever think about back to the dunk
No.
contest?
Oh, thinking.
And do you think about when Jaylen Brown was covering his eyes after the dunk? Do you ever think that Jaylen Brown? Do you think that Jaylen Brown was really just thinking to himself, "I don't want to look because the Heat are almost on our tail"?
That's probably why. That was a good choice on his part.
They're not close, are they?
Dude, they're close. All the listen.
Hold on.
What have I told you about? The
Hold
Celtics?
on.
What have I told you about the Celtics?
What are their records?
What does it matter? Records are irrelevant.
I want to determine how close they are.
You don't have to determine how
We
close.
need to hear this montage.
It's closer than you think. And second of all, it doesn't matter what the record is because we know what the inevitable is going to be.
I hate
It's
when
gonna
you
be-
do this.
No.
This is why
Why?
you're a clown.
Well, how am I a clown?
Because you don't even like. They're not close.
They're close,
They're not.
dude.
Which
they
is
just-
okay.
Leroy, they just played them, and they played them without Jimmy Butler, and two
No,
of their guys being hurt in the
no,
game.
no.
They're close.
Hold on. Let's see.
If you're going to talk about irrelevant regular season records, I mean, I guess they're far away, but like
They are 13 games back.
Yeah, who cares though? Like it's the regular season.
No, but you still. I was responding to your first comments
Mhm.
when you said he was covering his face up because he knew the Heat were close.
He does know.
And I'm like, they're 13 games back.
You know what I mean? You're getting too.
No, I don't know what you mean. That's why I asked.
You know what I mean?
Okay. What do you mean? Explain.
What I mean is the Celtics and their fans know that the Miami Heat are getting right, and they're in trouble, dude. That's what I'm telling you.
They're in
trouble, dude.
Okay, but as far as the
In
standings,
trouble.
they're not close, right?
Standing schmandings. You
Yeah.
know what?
Oh,
you
so
know what the
now
Heat stand
standings
on?
don't-
You wanna know
The
what Heat
standings
stand on?
don't matter.
What they stand on.
You want to know what the Heat stand on?
Oh, tell me.
Jennifer, you want to know what the Heat stand on?
I really
Oh,
do.
Leroy, you want to know what the Heat stand on?
I don't. I really don't.
I'll tell you what the Heat stand on.
You didn't ask-
us.
hey,
But first, I need to call it 305-567.
Oh, you
didn't
got
ask me.
fall for this.
567
Hey,
0560. Hey,
never
Frog
asked
Boy.
me. Oh, yeah.
You want to know what the Heat stand on?
Oh, do I?
Oh, dude, I will tell you what the Heat stand on. But first, I need to call it 305-567 0560. 305-567 over because Leroy's sitting here caring about the standings.
No, listen.
Focus on the wrong thing.
You were the one that got me on this path. You said they're close. And
They're
I'm like,
close.
they're 13 games back.
You ever realize like Jaylen Brown is kind of like a child, like where a child like is playing hide and seek, and he's like, "You can't see me." That's what he was doing at the dunk cut. You can't see me.
You told
Because he didn't want Jaime Jaquez to even look at him. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, a lot of callers. Hey, 560, you're on the air. What's your name?
I need you to tell me.
You want to know what the Heat?
The Heat stand on.
You want to know what the Heat stand on? What's your name?
Oh, man.
I need to know.
What's your name?
Adam.
Adam? You want to know what the Heat
Right.
stand on, dude?
He
I
just
should
asked
remember.
you.
Business. That's what the Heat stand on. They stand on business, dude. That's what they stand on. And so you guys can go rack up all the wins you want against the Pistons or any of these other blowhard teams. It doesn't matter. Because you want to know what's going to happen, dude? Eastern Conference Finals. Let me tell you something that's going to happen right now. Heat, Celtics, all right? When they square off in the Eastern Conference Finals, we're going to go right into TD Garden game one, and we're going to take home court advantage just like that. One game, home court advantage back to the Heat. And then what did you do this all for, Boston? Whoa.
You're taking a lot of liberties, right?
I see.
Am I taking liberties? Whoa.
I mean, they're going to have a series or two before that.
Oh, so you don't think the Celtics will get there?
No.
I mean, understandable. That's fair. That's fair.
Like, wait,
The Celtics
can I
might
be honest?
I
Like,
agree with you, Roy.
the way the East is right now, Can you guarantee anybody's going to get to the championship?
Yeah.
I can guarantee the Heat are. Yeah, that's where the Heat go.
Other than that,
That's where they go. The path goes through Miami.
Guess what? Even Siri called you a liar.
Siri.
Yeah. For some reason, Siri kicked on and he said that's not accurate.
560, you're on the air. What's your name?
Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
Rudy.
Hey, Rudy. What's up, man?
Rudy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Did you see that Heat game last night? You see Jaime Jaquez Jr.?
That was good.
Bro, I wish I did, man. I wish I had.
You were sleeping?
It was too late.
Too late?
West Coast game.
West Coast game, yeah, you
I
know,
understand.
I got to get up early, so.
That's fair. No, it's understandable.
Well, listen, I stayed up for you, and I just want to let you know that Jaime Jaquez Jr. delivered some of the most beautiful footwork we've ever seen in the history of basketball.
That's true.
I'm gonna have to watch it, replay.
All right,
for
buddy.
sure. Gotta
You do that.
Do
You
yourself
do
a
that.
favor.
Sun Sports.
Hey, let me ask you something. You got the Goosies?
Of course, I got the Goozies, man. Of course, I got the Goozies.
By the way, I saw you try to get Jesus Luzardo. He wasn't going for it, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't like that from him.
He didn't even say goosies. He said
I know, he said
goosebumps.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
He was not.
We got him on for 3 seconds, and Tobin went all Tobin.
First question: do you have the goosies?
Do you think I made him uncomfortable with the thin
Yes.
pants?
One question.
I think you probably made him uncomfortable when you said thong.
You think he's ever worn a thong on the mound?
No, I don't think he's ever.
What about when he was like pitching for like the Toledo Mudhens?
Can I just say this?
No.
Why do you think
Hmm?
that all baseball players are like Bull Durham?
I
You
don't know.
do.
RVA Richie, what's up, man?
We need that nap time, buddy. We need that nap time. We need all that support tonight
right.
so we can laugh at Cronin all the way to the end of the game.
You
baby.
had your
Get in
chance,
that-
Cronin.
Had his chance.
He wanted Robert Williams III. Guy doesn't even have a knee.
Bob.
You turned down Nikola Jović and Jaime Jaquez. For what? Your pride and your precious ego. Well, guess what, dude? I want to be the first one here, Joe Cronin, to thank you for having such a big ego. You blew the easiest deal of your life. And I'm glad we don't have Damian Lillard, because you want to know where the Bucks and Damian Lillard are going?
Where?
Nowheresville, dude. And we have a backcourt now with Boy Wonder, aside with Terry Rozier, a.k.a. Scary Terry, and now the legacy of the Wright family with the Miami Heat, because it's the right stuff.
Can you please wait? Why? You see, here's the problem with Tobin.
The right.
Right? He keeps going until I give him the look. Right?
Looking at the I was just looking at the camera, not at you.
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't retweet my video last night, by the way.
What video?
Well, I mean, I tagged you on a video on Twitter, and you didn't retweet it or nothing. No comment.
So you went outside at 2 a.m?
Well, I mean, one in the morning, but I don't understand why. You know, it'd be nice if you could throw me a retweet every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Be the appropriate thing to do.
Yeah, just a little support.
I didn't even like see it until like 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
I was asleep, dude. Why would I know any? Here, this is. Oh, why are you doing Thriller video?
Leroy.
You're wearing a mask.
What is wrong with you? So, first of all, let me show you how Tobin thinks. First, like it was in the plans. I'm going to do this outside, right? Wait, D, where's my Jimmy shirt?
No, I had the Jimmy shirt on.
Oh, did you? All right,
I did.
Gotta be ready.
I was watching in support of Jimmy Butler being wrongfully.
That's what he looked like, Timbo Slice.
He looked like a dangerous.
Tobin looked like a dangerous loomer. I'm like, holy smokes! But wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why? Like, so a month ago, I was in Walmart, and 3 guys go, Leroy on the other side of Walmart.
Yeah. What's the
Like,
problem?
As they should.
What did I do to deserve this?
Well, because you're always the last to jump in. You don't want to cannonball in with excitement. Like it took until last year, the 3%, until you were fully in and ready to jump into the silly sauce.
Oh no, because I'm a firm believer that if you're there, you got a chance. Right? So 3%, I don't care what you say about 3%, they got to win 4 games too. So I believe that. So that's why that went out, not because I'm like, you, but I really believed it. I don't see now, before the playoffs start, before you know what the seeding is, before anything, you already put yourself out there. I just don't do that. Now, keep in mind, I've never said that I don't think the Heat have a chance to win. Because they do. I mean, listen, they've proven that they can win any series against anybody.
Right.
So I'm not just going to discredit them.
Right.
But when you say they're looming or he's worried about their 13 games back, I'm like, not really. That's kind of the bridge you cross when you get into the playoffs.
This is all just regular season lies. Like Eric Spoelstra told you, it's the worst teacher there is. Nobody's getting worse teaching right now than the Boston Celtics.
Really?
They're learning nothing.
They seem to be learning,
dude. Trust
how
me.
to dominate.
Dominate. What, in the regular season?
Yeah.
Grow up. How many times are you gonna fall for this?
All you can do is play the games in front of you.
How'd that work for the Bucks last year?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Like I'm talking about right now. The playoffs is a different animal. The playoffs is different.
You're right.
Okay. But I'm saying right now, right? They've dominated the East. That's all I have right now is the record and what they've done to this point. You are projecting what's going to happen a month from now.
I'm not projecting anything. I'm going by trend.
By saying
I'm
he's going to take their lunch money and do all this and that. You're projecting what's going to happen a month from now.
Once again, Jason Tatum will be sitting there being like, "Oh, who are we going to trade this?"
Again, you're projecting what you think's
What
going
do
to
they
happen.
do next time? What are they going to do? Trade Jaylen Brown? They'll blame him. When do you look in the mirror, Jason Tatum? When does that happen? Do you own a mirror?
Pretty sure he does.
I don't know if he does.
Wait.
Or he does.
Are you saying he's vain like that, Jennifer?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Take a break. Montage. Celebrating the win. Next.
This is
Think all bam bam. The was all Jamaican. Really different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me say one thing, Nancy can't understand.
No, Bam Bam, don't do that.
Don't speak mean to him.
And up top, little side facing of Sabonis. Dribble handoff into the hands of Duncan. He'll elevate, let it fly. It curls out. Bam gets the rebound. He was just at the top of the arc, and now he throws it down on Herter.
Well, now I know how he got the name of Bam Bam. He's all muscle.
Gets off at the Bam. Let's see him live. Spins him to the mid post. Gets him to the free throw line. Bam bobbles it twice. 3 times. Gets it back into the shot clock. Up and in for Bam Adebayo, who was bobbling, stumbling, and then stick. Jaquez paused at the free throw line with Fox on his back. Duncan feeds Bam deep, up and in with ease over Barnes. Bam up top. Gets it to Duncan, feeds Bam right at the free throw line. Little fade, knock it down after the shimmy. He got it to go. Bam now with 28, matching Murray. Fox working on H, trying to get through, double team, ripped out of his hands by Jaquez. Fox still on the floor. Jaquez has it, flips it back to Bam. Free throw line, falls right back to Jaquez. Puts it up right hand on the left hand side for 2. Spun him, fade on him, made a bucket. That's tough. That's tough. Kicks it to Jaquez. Jaquez on the shot clock. Working on Fox, spin, fade, fire, rattles it in. Jaquez is somebody. Right, the drive, right hand dribble, snaps it left to Jaquez, wide open for 3, knocks it down with Murray wiping an arm in his face. It didn't matter. Jaquez, first take is a make from the land of milk and honey. Jaquez driving on Duarte, gets to the elbow, spins, scoops it, kisses it off the glass. Jaime Jaquez Jr. Hello. Murray on his right hip. 9 seconds remain in the quarter. Shot clock off. He'll face him, rock it between his legs, go with the left-hand dribble. Jaquez attacks left hand. Got it! Just in case you need to recognize. The rookie's got some abilities. He gets it to Caleb. He drives. He's ripped by Duarte right in the hands of Love. He gets the hit and the bucket. As Lyles came in with the hatchet, didn't stop Kevin from getting a bucket. Mitchell snap it left to Herter, bobbles it, catches it, fires an air ball, one-hand catch, like a fair catch variety by Jaquez to Duncan to Love for 3 up top, knocked it down with Sabonis in his face. Love moving the opposite way, bounce pass to Duncan, snaps it back to Love, pump fake, sidestep, fires a 3, Sabonis underneath, it didn't matter. Kevin Love knocking down his second 3 in so many tries. Duncan with the ball, Murray in front. You got a lot of bodies on the floor. Mitchell's on the floor. Fed Kevin. Kevin puts it up. And 1! A double pump spin by Kevin Love. Get out of here. Havoc created by the 2-man game of Duncan and Love. And I mean, Heat fans are on their feet in here getting loud. Gotta love it.
It'll take the end of all time.
Wow.
In a lot of ways, Kevin Love is like a bro.
What a night it was last night.
Dude, you do realize people will listen to this show and are going to have a hard time putting that in context.
What?
You know.
The bra?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean putting what in context?
Kevin Love. Dude. Kevin Love is like a bra.
Yeah. You get it. Everybody gets it. JFig?
I get it.
Yeah, JFig was mad at me last night, though, for my
I
text.
wasn't mad. I was just helping you correct your analogies.
He sends us texts. What people don't realize is Tobin tests all of his analogies
Not true.
on us at night.
And then he says, I'm mad at him. I'm not mad at you. I enjoy your analogies. Just
they don't work all the time.
So you didn't like Kevin Love is not a bra tonight? He's the whole damn lingerie set?
When was the last time you saw somebody in a lingerie set? You idiot.
What do you call it?
well, last time I saw it was in that text thread this morning.
Yeah, that was who crossed the line.
Well, I learned
Cross the line.
I learned from somebody in the group chat that they can be flimsy, but I was picturing, first of all, Kevin Love's very rich. I assume that he buys great lingerie,
Really?
designer brand,
Really?
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Yeah, like, dude. And this is what happens at night. You don't stop. You just keep
the West
going.
Coast game, baby. We're loose.
No, but you keep going.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can show this.
Why? It's just
Can I?
Yeah, let me see what you
Kevin
got.
Love being supportive.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Marcos's photoshopping skills.
Oh, okay.
No, see.
No.
See?
Found that on Heat Reddit.
Did you find that on Heat Reddit?
False, because at the bottom it
Was
says,
it,
"What have I done?" And don't worry, guys, I will put this.
Yeah, that's fair.
On the stream.
Well, I mean, it's just meant to detail really how supportive of a player he is.
Very supportive.
It's really
Pretty
just what
perky
we're talking
too.
about. Yeah.
Oh, he was perky last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Percolate.
goodness. Not Marco's percolating is something different.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Little perky, little twerky.
Stop.
Really? So now Kevin Love is twerking.
What
Will you
happened?
guys stop?
Poor Kevin Love.
Really?
Had a great game yesterday.
He did.
Yeah. Excellent.
Let me tell you something. Is there any game more efficient than what Kevin Love did last night?
I don't think so.
No
19 points in 15 minutes.
It was incredible.
4 points a minute.
Incredible.
Look at that.
All right.
That wasn't me.
First of all, Kevin Love doesn't have any tattoos.
Tattoos.
Yeah, exactly. So come on, JFig, grow up.
That was you, okay?
No way.
That
dude.
was you. So if you want to give a -1, you can give it to yourself.
What? That was like -1 to you for
-1.
infesting the chat. Which, by the way, his face was a different color from his body.
Yeah, you should have fixed that when you sent it.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, he had the A-Rod?
Exactly. Maybe A-Rod when he did his spray tan. We should have
What is
checked
happening? It looked like he dipped his head in sun. Because look at the cutoff.
Oh, man. All right. We'll take a break. Be back with more shenanigans after this. Everybody. Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
I have a pair of tickets to give away to Luke Bryan.
Oh my God.
Bryan is a good thing.
Wasn't Jimmy Butler in his video?
Yeah, he did.
Damn.
And in a very sad song where Jimmy Butler is heartbroken because his boo will not hit him back. And that's why he went off to date Shakira.
Damn, boo.
You know, when you said it yesterday, I rolled my eyes.
Well, what do you
You're
think
doing it
happened?
again.
What did I do?
You know what you did.
All right. Well, I have a pair of tickets to give away to Luke Bryan, and I will do that. But first, let's mix it on up, dude.
Yeah. All righty then. You guys.
By the way, everybody who's calling right now, I did not say it's time to call for Luke Bryan tickets. So you're
Also, Cheryl, I hope you're on.
Yeah, is she?
I hope you're on the
She's
line.
trying. I mean, she has
So,
two phones.
So RVA
Cheryl's woke. You all right, dude?
Oh my God.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not all right. Dude, I haven't eaten in 2 days.
That's not true because you were eating last segment.
No wonder he doesn't
I
want to
wasn't.
eat, dude.
I had a
Oh, because I had to mute you for a while.
Yeah.
That's the
Or
only
you.
thing. And a coffee and water. That's it. And it's not that I'm just not hungry. Now, come on, look at me. You know how we roll. Look, you know how we roll. When is Leroy not hungry?
Oh, remember those ribs?
I love rolls.
Oh, rolls.
Oh man.
I got a
Stop torturing the man.
Hey,
They brought
Marcos,
up rolls, not me.
Marcos, you know what you never had?
What I never had?
You never had to make a Leroy.
No, I had. Oh, like a McRib?
Yes.
Leroy?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
What do we got in the mixed bag today, Marcos?
We are getting confrontational in this mixed bag. We're getting aggressive. Little hand-to-hand combat. The culprits this time, we have a cheetah in one corner and a YouTuber in another.
All right.
Boy.
Yes.
Is he stateside or is he still in Europe somewhere?
Tyreek Hill? I
Is
don't
this
know.
really happening?
No one knows.
I don't know.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill v. Jake Paul. Is that something that tickles your fancy? Anybody? I mean,
I'm not going to not watch if
I'm
the
not
Dolphins
gonna-
star wide
Sorry.
receiver.
Yeah.
If the Dolphins star wide receiver fights Jake Paul, I'm absolutely going to watch that. Do I think it's a wise decision from the cheetah?
No.
No.
Well,
do we
first of all, they're
remember-
4 weight classes away.
Right.
yeah, he's.
I mean, do we not remember what happened to Nate Robinson?
That's true.
And I picked Nate Robinson in that fight. I mean, we didn't know Jake Paul could fight, even though I did go to his pro debut and I saw him knock out another YouTuber. And I'm like, come on, Nate Robinson's going to get him.
He's gotten better since then, too.
Nate Robinson got turned into a meme. He has gotten better.
That's not good.
I don't think it's smart, but let's hear what Tyreek Hill has to say.
I mean, just take it to the cage, bro. And that's why I want to meet Dana White. I want to get in the cage. It's either I want to get in the cage or I want to box.
Okay, so we can do that. We can introduce you to Dana tonight, and we can talk about a fight. But here's the deal. I set things up. That's what I do. So who are we fighting? We need to come in strong with a card on who we're fighting.
I don't know. I think my first fight need to be like Jake Paul or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
You could. I don't know. He might. He's getting. Is he as tough as he looks?
I don't think so, bro.
Can you have hands?
Yes, bro. I grew up boxing.
Really?
Yes, bro.
There's a lot of people that say they grew up boxing.
I don't know.
Hey.
I really would not like the
Can
Dolphins.
he do that once he retires or something?
He could.
Yeah,
He could.
Keep it safe.
That'd be better.
I would prefer him not to do
Hey,
that.
how much money you think he could get for being the first active athlete to do it in the offseason?
That's the thing. Is he allowed to buy? Like, I would imagine the NFL frowns upon this.
Why?
Are they
You
allowed?
can't even snowball.
Are they allowed to step in? Well, yeah. You can't jet
You
ski.
can do whatever.
You could do whatever, but they can nullify your contract.
Not really. Not
Not
like,
really. That happened to what's his face? Didn't they do that dirty, the former Dolphin? Didn't that happen to Jawan James with the Broncos? Like, he trained not on site and he like tore his Achilles and they didn't pay him.
Oh no.
Well,
Maybe I'm
that is different.
Okay, hold on. It's just.
But what about guys that get hurt playing basketball?
That's what I'm asking. Like, is that against it?
I don't know. They used to tell me any kind of activity you can get into, do it.
Interesting.
But keep in mind, the off season and the resources that players have around their facility have changed a great deal. But you still hear guys playing basketball all summer.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not, it's not a contact sport where he's not going to get hit in the face.
I mean, all right. It'll be weird because isn't Jake Paul like 6 foot, 6'1"?
Yeah.
And Tyreek's 5'9"?
On a good day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to look like Thunder Lips, but
you're 100% right on that, by the way, Tobin.
What?
The in a memo Wednesday, the league, well, this was 2021, but the league said that James, who reportedly tore his Achilles while working out away from team facilities, lost his guaranteed salary because he was injured while working out away from the team.
Isn't that garbage? This league sometimes. Come on.
Yeah.
He was working out away from the team facility.
He was working out, dude. At least he was trying to get better. He wasn't like.
But is that question? Is that any different than getting in a car accident?
Yeah, because you're trying to do your job. Like,
no, but I'm just saying, accidents happen, right? To then go back and say, "Oh, this type of accident is acceptable," but he didn't want to get hurt.
Imagine though, like if I was, I don't know, I don't have a radio parallel for this.
Yeah,
but like if it's like if you were to lose your voice away from the radio, and they're just like tough.
No, but guess what?
On the air,
I played softball every offseason. In the softball league.
Slow pitch?
Yeah. Every offseason.
Soft.
Well, I ran around and dove for balls and slid and all that stuff. Right? Played in tournaments, all kinds of stuff, just to stay active. If I had hurt something back then, like
you gotta lie about it.
Oh yeah.
Would you have said
I
got hurt?
Did lie about it and say I was working out. He was probably doing something crazy.
Oh, so you don't believe him?
Right.
Interesting.
I'm having a hard time believing somebody said, you know what? I was doing my off-season program and I got hurt. No.
Okay, let me put it like this. If Tyreek Hill fights Jake Paul,
yep,
big publicity.
Yep.
Mike McDaniel's asked about this at the combine this week. Yep. You think he's positive about it?
No. Because he has a job as a coach of the Miami Dolphins to make sure that all of his players are ready for football season, and he can give a rat's ass about that kind of stuff in the offseason.
Although it would be funny to have Mike McDaniel in his corner like Mick.
How about having Mike McDaniel with the come out like Eminem?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because Mike McDaniel, I don't think Mike McDaniel could give you a concise game plan between rounds because you're only giving him 60 seconds.
Oh my God.
And Mike McDaniel would still be going like, what is the left hand? You need to avoid, the thought of the left hand. And it's like, bing, bing, bing. Oh, wait, I'm not done. What else we got, Marcos?
He does call plays in 40 seconds, right?
Well, we saw the first year. It took there was a lot of delay of games.
Not quick enough.
What else we got, Marcos?
More fighting, more scrapping, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, in the realm of a YouTuber, I kind of knew him as a social media star, Ryan Garcia.
That's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful, but I mean, what has he done, really?
Jeez.
He
won a world title.
Did he win a world title? Luck. Won't do it again. You know what he won't do? Beat Sugar Sean O'Malley, one of Tobin's nemesis.
He's not my nemesis. He just got sensitive about something I said, that he wasn't as big a star at the time as Jorge Masvidal.
Sworn enemy of Brendan Tobin.
You have a tendency to put yourself out there and say some things.
I really
Whether they're
don't.
truthful or not, it's because they come from you.
They were truthful. I don't know.
But they were truthful.
Yeah, I don't get credit. Wait, I'll say things that are truthful. And what do you say to me? You're just a hater. You just ain't. And so why can't somebody else feel that way about you?
That's what Bam said about you.
Okay, but why can't somebody else feel that about you? You got all up in your feelings.
That wasn't true.
Okay.
Wow, he took it offensively. The same way he took offensively the fact that Ryan Garcia feels like he could dominate Sugar Sean O'Malley in the UFC.
Okay, dude.
Let's hear from Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, someone messed me on Snapchat. They're like, "Yo, you see Ryan?" I'm like, "What did he call me out on?" And then he's saying, someone sent me a screenshot of his Instagram. It said he would fight me in UFC if the money was there. It's like, buddy,
UFC.
I said, brother, I would kill you within minutes. It's just not even realistic. There's just, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Dear
It's
God.
crazy how stupid and delusional that is. People probably, I wonder if people think like that when I call out boxers, though. Is it the same kind of thing? I mean, it is a little bit crazy when I call out boxers, a little bit, not a ton, not 100% crazy. It's a little bit. But when boxers say they want to fight in MMA, it's 100% crazy.
His butt and just
I wouldn't
like a
even.
fish
I don't
bucking
need
around.
to take him down to. It would. I mean, I could take him down and choke him, but it's like I would kick him in the body. I would kick his little sticks. I would. Do whatever the I wanted to him.
I enjoyed that call out.
The box. I could box him with MMA gloves. It's a different sport. Just with those little MMA gloves, the distance is different.
So
I could beat him and Devin Haney the same night, back to back in a fight.
Man. So he does not seem
Hey,
threatened. However. By the way,
here's what I would say.
Brother.
Here's what I would say. He's not wrong. It's something. You could be the best boxer in the world, but you ain't never got to be worried about getting kicked in the head or choked out. You
kick him
add
in
that
the body.
dynamic to it.
Or kick him in the leg. Kick him in the leg.
Kick him in
one
the
time.
leg. Left, right.
Yeah, that's true.
Kick him in the leg one
Dude,
time.
That's why I'd say it's easier for MMA to go to boxing than it is for boxing to go to MMA.
Yeah, of course. It's very rare.
Wait, so
Clarissa
he's-
Shields tried to. Clarissa Shields did
Oh.
it this past week. She went to 2-1.
Did she?
Yeah, but
Nice.
a lot of people were like, "Oh, she almost got her arm snapped by somebody who was like 1-4." Now credit to her, she's doing it. But it's hard because you
Yeah,
get
that's
the
dope.
it's like you see these people who are on the ground. It's like a fish out of water. Like when
Yeah.
you're in
As
those
soon as you
positions.
get that first takedown, and their eyes get big and like, oh God, I'm getting ready to
Ryan
get choked
Garcia,
out.
do you have him on Helwani's show? His
I
explanation, because
do.
this is the most delusional I've ever heard anybody talk about their transition. And it's not even like Leroy, tell me the part you hear on this clip where he loses you, because
Okay.
for me, it was very clearly this one reasoning as to why he thinks he'd be good at this.
I'll beat his ass in MMA, guaranteed.
In MMA?
Yeah, I'm a natural. You don't understand. I'm a natural wrestler. I just beat my security that's a wrestler. I beat him. I'm strong, and I got crazy conditioning.
So most people in your position would want him to come over to
No,
boxing.
but that's already been done.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to knock him out in boxing. That's not even fair. What is fair is to test myself in MMA, because I know if I put my mind to it and I trained every day and I had Nate helping me, even Alex Pereira, all of them, and I really locked in, he will not beat me. I will come with everything I have, and I would destroy Sean O'Malley.
In the UFC?
In the UFC. I've already sent text messages to Dana.
Yes.
I've already got people that are connected to Dana to ask him, let's do this. I'll come to UFC, pay me a bag, I'm there. I'm down to do it.
Any
after I beat
response?
Haney. No.
Here's why. Does he not understand that people are leaving UFC to get the bag? You ain't gonna go to the UFC and get
You're
the
not
bag.
going to go to UFC and get the back.
Right.
Although I will say he is a pay-per-view draw. Him and Tank Davis did monster numbers. He's going to do big numbers against Devin Haney.
Here's
he's
the other
probably the most popular boxer outside of Canelo right now.
Here's the other problem, and here's where you lost me. You think you just gonna go train for a couple of months and beat that crazy man's ass?
See,
Right.
I thought the part that lost me was I'm a natural wrestler. I just took out my security guy. He's a wrestler.
yeah.
I was like,
Really?
what?
Really?
My security guy?
Hey,
Really the worst
and when you're trying to bring bona fides, don't use your security guard. that ain't getting you no credit.
That was funny.
See, it's what he has to understand, like, dude, look, I make fun of MMA guys getting kicked in the face, but that is real.
Oh yeah.
You don't know when. I've seen the best of the best. All of a sudden, bap, out. And so while you worry about them hands, when them legs start working, and then you could get choked out, there's too many angles, too many different ways, too many skills you have to be able to read. And I don't know if a boxer can just get a couple of months of training and be able to pick up on all that. It's not that easy.
All right. If you guys want,
I can't believe I just defended MMA and getting kicked in the face.
I know, a long time battle. But dude, it's just like you're not going to be used to that. It's crazy.
But wait, you know what's going to happen? It's going to be wait. Here's what happens: a little friendly kick to the thigh, and his thigh going to turn black and blue, and he going to start limping, and then he going to just tag that leg for a whole round.
Yep. All right. Take a quick break. But first, if you guys want to go see Luke Bryan at the I Think Financial Amphitheater this September, caller number 11 for Jaime Jaquez Jr. 11. Caller number 11 for Jaime Jaquez Jr. If you guys want to go see Luke Bryan at the I Think Financial Amphitheater, call us now, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. 0560. Caller 11 will win the Luke Bryan tickets.
WQ
Or can we go thrift shopping?
What?
By the way, Queens of the Stone Age coming to Hard Rock Live in May, and you guys can win tickets. Just go to WQAM.com/contest and enter for your chance to win. It's a Live Nation show.
The way his hair hangs slowly, my breath slowly taken. And franchises missed their prizes. Those teams were mistaken. But you see, Pat Riley took the draft, best rookie on his head, his head's flowing. Cross you up, ankles gone, best footwork since Quran. On your head, he is dunking. On your head, dunks on your head,
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Always gets me.
The best part of that is just a random spo.
Jaime Jaquez, 26 points last night. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954.
All right, I'm looking outside. I did see some planes coming in, but I'm having it looks like the winds are coming out of the southwest. It's barely moving, but it looks like it's going that way. It's hard to tell. Winds are like 10 to 15 miles an hour, not really that strong. It's partly cloudy, and I would say it's about 75 degrees.
How'd you do, Frog Boy?
Pretty close, 77 degrees, winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, coming out of the southeast.
Yeah, I can see it.
At about 12 miles per hour as of right now. And that cold weather we were experiencing, again, it's beginning to warm up with highs of 82 on the horizon.
All right.
Yep. That's why I say, hey, silly me. I'm going to just give you the basics. Wind out of the south, it's going to get warmer. Winds out of the north, expect to chill down because there's no cold air that comes from down south.
Let's get quickly here to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. I got some food in me.
Oh, attaboy.
Feeling good. Oh, man.
Oof.
2 days. Now we wait. Because, you know, when you haven't eaten in a while, you got to be careful what you put into your system.
Mike McDaniel is speaking at the Combine right now.
Oh, he went.
He is there, yes. And he is speaking to the media from the Miami Herald's Zenui Fusi. He says, Mike McDaniel says he's, quote, very encouraged by the prospects of the Dolphins reaching a long-term deal with Tua Tagovailoa. Quote, my belief has always been strong in Tua.
And that's one person that ain't lying. From day one, he's had the utmost support for Tua. So anybody else could say that. The team could say that, right? And we may have questions. Mike McDaniel cannot, you have to believe Mike McDaniel when he said, I've always supported Tua. because there's nothing that he's done that would say otherwise.
Adam Beasley tweets, Mike McDaniel insists the Vic Fangio breakup was mutual and adds it came as a result of honest conversations after the season.
I can tell you what those conversations. Hey, you want the reenactment?
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey goes into Mike McDaniel. Yo, Mike, let me holler at you for a minute.
Yeah, sure. Jalen, what can I do for you, buddy?
Season didn't end, as we expected. We got two of the best corners in the league, right? I feel like we could have did so much more defensively as a secondary. And we have no communication like you do on the offensive side of the ball with your players.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I mean, Vic's not listening to you guys?
Listening.
You're
Guy's
right.
a curmudgeon.
The old don't listen.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of coaches that have came in with the attitude, my way or the highway. And when they've loosened that is when they start having success. Because you have to have a relationship with the players because you're all in this together. If ever there's been a coach where it's me against you, that team is never going to do well. You see the coaches that go out and put their players on, we need to do this and we need to do that. That guy never works. Never. Okay? So there has to be some type of communication. And it doesn't mean that one person's stepping on the other guy's toes, but it just means that sometimes as a coach, you have to explain to your players why we're doing this. Why are we doing it this way? I'm more than sure with all the injuries in the secondary and on the D-line during the course of the season, it limited what Vic Fangio could actually do. But the fact that he was probably a curmudgeon about it, the players never understood that.
Multiple reporters saying that Mike McDaniel, Marcos, think about this. I know you've been a bit of a Tua skeptic, but Mike McDaniel has this to say on the most valuable thing that Tua gained this year.
Besides 20 pounds?
Hey,
you guys are rude. Been fat shaming left and right today, right?
That's not fat shaming. I said he gained 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm. I know the way you always intend these things to go.
Junk in the trunk. Cause
Mike McDaniel noted that.
But and it's in again. Yeah, junk in the trunk.
-1 for shaming.
I'm not shaming.
Yeah, you are.
All night
really?
long.
Oh,
-1.
This is at fun. So proud of you, Nico.
Wait. So it wasn't shaming when he was talking about Peach Bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, huh.
What are you talking about, Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good luck tonight, baby.
Man, come on. I just need one 20-point game.
Okay, dude. Mike McDaniel. So this is the most valuable thing. You ready, Marcos? The most valuable thing that Tua gained this year? Experience.
Okay. What an experience we had. What an experience. He's not wrong.
Can I ask a question?
What are we doing here?
Why do we grade Tua like he's been a quarterback for 4 years, knowing his circumstances and knowing what the situation was the first 2 years with his health and with a coach that didn't want him there? Right?
Mike McDaniel also tells reporters that on Toronto Armstead they have not heard for certain that he's playing in 2024, but that a resolution is expected soon. I'm going to say he's going to play because I'm pretty sure he gets like $14 million this year.
I'm pretty sure he's going to play too, because $14 million for playing 10 or 11 games ain't a bad gig.
Nope. Nope.
So my question is, you think knowing what the guys you may lose and whatever, do you go O-line or rush in? Because you got a couple of missing pieces on the D-line.
I go
or
offensive.
Do you go DB? You go O-line first?
I go, the reason I don't go
or do you
DB
go the
is,
most impactful?
No, I'm going O-line. I mean, it has to be, I think, a big swing because you're going to lose some guys on the O-line this year.
But that's what I'm saying. But look at your D line and look at your secondary. I think it goes here. I would say it goes O-line, D-line, DB.
DB. I would agree with that. Maybe linebacker if there's some stud linebacker.
Linebacker, right. But there's a couple of positions in there where if you think you can get a steal and it might not be the position that you wanted to get.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it. Yeah,
right.
there's some steal.
So say
there.
if you get a linebacker that all of a sudden drops, then you take the linebacker instead of a corner or a DB, right?
There's not a lot of it. Cornerback would be the one where I'd be like, I get it, but aren't you admitting now that the pick last year sucked? Like if you took a cornerback,
not necessarily. Not necessarily because in the DB room, there's a lot of guys that do a lot of different things.
Gotcha.
And so whether you bring in another guy doesn't necessarily admit that you failed in the last pick. It just means that he's not there yet, and maybe you don't fully understand what he can and can't do.
All right, we'll take a quick break. But before that, I want to give you one quick Inter Miami update brought to us by Kettle One Vodka. Kettle One Vodka made the cocktail. The Pinks, they are back at it on Saturday, hosting those bastard Purple Lions of Orlando City. So,
that's what they're called, the Purple Lions?
Nah, I don't know what they're called, but you know what? They have a stupid purple lion as their logo.
There's no purple in the whole state. Why are they the Purple Lions?
I don't know. You go take it up with Orlando City. Idiots.
They're hoodlums.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Take a quick break. Back after this. This is Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock. Did you see LeBron making headlines yesterday, Leroy, regarding his son, Bronny? Can't hear Leroy. You haven't potted up? What are you doing here, Frog Boy?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Apologize.
I do apologize. I'm sorry.
No,
Unless you're mature.
Wait. Says the guy who mutes himself on a number of occasions.
Fair. That's why I can evaluate self-criticism, and I took accountability. I don't like that. Now somebody,
So I would say he's getting on people about his son, which is, I mean, I get it.
his son apparently fell out of the, just to give background on it, his son apparently fell out of the ESPN mock draft for this year, and they were suggesting that he should be in the 2025 mock draft. I am going to be transparent. I don't watch USC basketball.
Me either.
I have not watched. I watched Bronny a couple of highlights, like the first game he returned from cardiac arrest. I see that he averages like 5 points a game. But obviously this is an interesting storyline because LeBron wants to play with his son. Like this has been something that's been very known that LeBron wants to play with his son. And I believe there was a story at one point this year where he said that Bronny could be playing above some of these bums in the Lakers.
He did
that was reported that was said. So this story comes out yesterday that he falls out of the mock drafts, and he tweeted, then deleted. He said, "Can y'all please just let a kid be a kid and enjoy college basketball? The work and results will ultimately do the talking no matter what he decides to do. If y'all don't know, he doesn't care about what mock drafts say. He just works. Earned, not given." And then he also adds, "And to all the other kids out there striving to be great, keep your head down, blinders on, and keep grinding. These mock drafts don't matter one bit. I promise you, only the work matters. Let's talk real basketball, people. Peace emoji, crown emoji."
He put it well.
Oh,
what do you mean? No,
sensitive, dude.
That's not
sensitive.
That's not sensitive.
Of course he's gonna be sensitive. It's just,
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. Can I tell you? I think people would probably think I'm gonna rip LeBron on this. I'm not. Honestly, I've seen a lot of nepotism around this league. I've seen an Antetokounmpo brother that doesn't deserve to be out there. I've seen Zoran Dragic be out there.
Yeah.
LeBron's kid, like, honestly, if you just said, "Hey, some team's got to give my kid a little bit of run," I'm for it. I think the Lakers owe it to him.
Here's the other thing. Is that why are we acting like nobody's ever had success in the league going undrafted?
Yeah, true.
Right? We should know more than that down here.
You think, there was word the Heat were scouting them. You think the Heat are looking at a little value pick? They're like, oh, see that.
Twofer?
What do you see there? What do you got? Adam Simon's like looking at LeBron and goes, "I can make Bronny something." That Adam Simon finds diamonds in the rough, dude. He's amazing.
He is amazing.
He's amazing.
But I think, as Heat fans, seeing what players have worked out here and the lengths they had to go through to play. Let's talk about UD. Talk about Hassan Whiteside.
Yep.
Right? There's been guys that wouldn't be on that list either.
Well, there's also the thing that's interesting about this is there's nothing wrong with LeBron's kid not being a one and done. Like we're seeing with Jaime this year. There's some great qualities that can go with playing multiple years in college basketball. I don't think that it should be a stigma as it is. The thing that makes it interesting though is LeBron has a clock himself because he's old. And like, how many years does he want to push this dream down? Like, all right, son, we got to get in this league.
I'd say LeBron has 2 years tops.
I would say that's probably fair.
So it might not happen this year. But next year, say if Bronny goes out and scores 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go from there.
Also coming off the cardiac arrest had to have changed things, yeah?
People, like, it's funny because people don't give a rat's ass about that. Like, they're going after him. You know what I mean? Like, hold up, man.
Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't even know like what goes into that to going back to playing basketball. where you're like,
It's happened to some other guys. It happened to a hockey player last year.
yeah. What happened? And DeMar Hamlin, obviously. And,
DeMar Hamlin.
What? You're scoffing at DeMar
I'm
Hamlin?
just saying, like, it's amazing.
He didn't win comeback player of the year.
I'm just saying he shouldn't even.
He should have gotten nominated.
Like,
He
what
didn't
is
come
he
back from
doing?
death, Marcos.
Oh my! For what? What did he come back?
He
to?
didn't win, but he should have gotten some run. I mean, Flacco stole that right away from him.
Flacco, huh?
Flacco played 8 games.
Nah, that's a comeback.
No, dude, he was 13-8. 13 touchdowns and 8 picks.
Yeah, but like 4 of them.
He came back to Flacco.
Will LeBron like it more though if his kid was like a late draft pick, but it was like, I don't know.
I don't think he cares.
If his son was like a late pick, but it was Detroit, or his son was an undrafted free agent, but he went to the Heat.
Undrafted, go to the Heat.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is gonna work out better. Yep.
Honestly, though, I just
Or who's to say is he goes undrafted and he signs with the Lakers because
Good.
LeBron's there.
Yeah. But that's what the thing, like I don't have a problem. If LeBron is like, hey, somebody owes me my kid on a team, you'd be like, he's probably right with some of the other favors that I see around the league.
Yep.
I mean, you got Thanasis who's out here doing whatever the hell he's doing half the time.
He just comes in and runs around like a bull in a china shop. Never seen him dribble. I don't know if he can shoot.
No idea.
He's actually
No.
just a walking white flag. You know, when he's in the game, you're either up by a lot or down by a lot.
Doc, will you ever play Thanasis in meaningful minutes?
Look, just because he got Antetokounmpo on the back of his jersey, don't mean he play like one.
Oh man.
Don't they have another brother too?
Yeah, he didn't make it.
I think he was on the Lakers though, wasn't he?
He was. He
Yeah.
was.
I don't remember. It was what the hell's the other
I think he
brother's
was the
name?
first one to win a championship, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right about that.
That's so crazy.
He won it with the Bubble Lakers, right?
Yep. That's
Wow.
interesting.
3 of them.
Yeah, right.
And they pooled all of their talent into one guy.
Costas
Not Bob Costas.
Antetokounmpo. Man, do you think all the brothers believe that failure doesn't exist and that getting bounced by the Heat in 5 is just a step to success?
One has a ring
One has to wonder.
and one doesn't play, so he ain't gonna comment.
They all have rings.
They all have rings.
They all
They all have rings now, yeah.
One no.
You think Thanasis rocks that ring a lot? He goes, "Oh yeah."
I'm sure I'm positive he does. So I'm positive he's.
Do you
like,
think who
I'm a
wears
champion?
who wears their ring more, Giannis or Thanasis? I'm going with
Oh, for
Thanasis.
I'm sure Giannis doesn't even know where it is. That they're like, they gave it to me.
It's
I
like
don't know.
they know I want it. I don't need to show them.
Yeah,
Jokic strikes me as he has no idea where his ring is.
no idea.
No idea.
He may have not accepted it.
It's
No,
probably
he
he
was at the ring. You know,
he
was
probably
there.
gave it to
Give it to his horse.
he probably give it to a
perhaps?
horse.
Give it to a horse.
So the horse is wearing it like an earring.
Oh man.
Nice little necklace.
Trade it for a horse. You can get a good horse if you trade a championship ring.
No, you
I
can't.
think it's good. In
No,
Serbia?
you can't. Dude,
It's a
let me
championship
explain
ring,
something.
bro.
Those horses cost money. Toby, you know that.
Dude, they do.
A racing horse, a thoroughbred, a
Well,
competing
horse.
horse.
They do the harness
Very
racing over
expensive
there, which
sport.
Oh, they
I
do the
can't,
harness.
I can't believe his big ass fits in a harness.
No way. He's
But no, the size doesn't matter because you go like this and you're so close that the weight doesn't affect the horse.
He's a giant person. It still looks ridiculous.
It does look ridiculous. It also looks ridiculous that a little chunky dude gets back there and spreads his legs and rides a horse around in a buggy.
Darpo Doom, you have to go on a harness horse.
Oh, dude, no. No.
One man who doesn't look ridiculous, he's going to look fantastic. Jesús Luzardo is
Looks like a
starting opening
baby.
day for your Miami Marlins. He joined us earlier in the show. He was fantastic. If you missed him earlier, we talked everything from opening day to see-through pants. Jesús Luzardo, your opening day starter.
Guess who brought up the see-through pants thing?
do that, dude. I can't believe you actually did that.
I love that you did that.
Thank
Good
you.
for you.
Thank you.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy
coming across for the Fish today as Skip Schumacher announced that his opening day starter is going to be none other than Jesus Luzardo. An unbelievably cool story. Hometown kid.
Yep.
Awesome season last year. He's been great since coming over to your Miami Marlins, but now he gets the opportunity to get the ball on opening day. So let's go to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop hundreds of Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Jesus Luzardo joining us there. Jesus, how are you, man? Congratulations.
I'm doing well. Thank you. I appreciate it.
When you got the news that you were going to be the opening day starter, was it goosies or was it goosies galore?
Yeah, definitely got goosebumps. It was awesome news for me, for my family. Just being able to tell my parents, I grew up going to opening days and, a pro player. So just being able to have them there, give them that news, I thought it was awesome.
How this journey for you, Jesus, like when coming from Oakland over here and getting the dream to be on your hometown team to this, like, have you done much in the way of like reflecting of how cool that is? Like, to have your career shake out the way that it has?
Yeah. I mean, during the off season, it really sinks in, just being able to, the off season, the last game of the season, I just go home and I grew up in Parkland, live in Parkland now, just live there year round. Being able to drive to the field or drive here to spring training, go home. It just, it's just a blessing for me, for my family, a lot of friends. It's hard to kind of sit there and reflect in season, but when I get some time to myself and able to like sit back and take a look at what's going on, it really is a blessing. Just growing up for this, rooting for this team and being able to be a part of it now.
What's your preparation for? I always wonder, as a starting pitcher, and you're going to be opening, pitching the first game, what steps do you take to be able to get to being able to throw 75, 80 pitches? I don't know, they usually start pitchers off kind of slow during the season, but we've been out to training camp. We see you doing all these drills and stuff. When do you start like, okay, I'm going to throw 2 or 3 innings, then I'm going to try to get up to 4? When do you get to the point where, okay, I am ready to be the opening day starter?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably about 2 starts before opening day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already at last start 2 days ago through 2 innings. On Friday, I'll throw 3. And then that's just how we progress. Every start will go another inning. So it'll go 4, 5, 6. And then around, that March 22nd or March 21st-ish, you throw one more start. Maybe you back down a little bit. Maybe you increase the workload. But basically, you build up progressively up until, opening day. Then you're ready to go.
How much responsibility did you feel coming into this year, Jesus, of stepping up as a leader, knowing that Sandy was not going to be able to pitch for you guys and he took such pride in that role? Did you feel any responsibility to kind of take the mantle of that, knowing that he'll be around, but if you're not going to have him on the hill, it's a little bit different. So you need somebody still on the inside of things.
Yeah, I do. I do feel responsibility. I think it's an honor, to be the guy kind of leading us off and trying to get us off on the right foot. I think it's going to be a big group effort at the same time. I think we got a lot of young guys, a lot of guys that are going to have to hit new PRs and innings and all that. But at the same time, like you said, I think it's nice to have someone on the inside and kind of on the field. And I think it is an honor for me, and I'm extremely excited to be that guy.
How overlooked do you think this team is right now? Because obviously you guys are in a division where the flash is always going to go to the big spenders, but you guys made the playoffs last year, man. And I do feel like there's a bit of overlook. You guys have made some fun additions this year. How much do you feel like this Marlins team is being overlooked in the NL East right now?
Yeah, I think we're being extremely overlooked. I think last year we were overlooked, and I think this year again. But at the same time, I think we like that. I think we like to have that little edge, that little chip on our shoulder, that we made the playoffs last year, that, people aren't really paying attention to us. We might not have the biggest offseason, but I think we had some additions and some key pieces. And I think that for us, it's we use that to our advantage and kind of be the underdog and face some teams that, they think they're going to come in to Miami and whatever it might be, route us. And I think like I said, we use that to our advantage and have that little edge.
How is last year getting everybody ready for this year because, last year there weren't a lot of expectations, but you guys played really well. The pitching, the timely hitting, stuff like that. You lost a bat and Soler, but then you got another guy who kind of fits the same bill as Soler, who was struggling coming in, but has had some monster years. How do you guys kind of get together and just have this conversation? Hey, man, this can be done. We've done this before. Don't worry about how much money you're making. Don't worry about the amount the team is spending. We have done this with what we have.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I think it's something that, Skip kind of set the tone for day one of spring training and let us know, we had a talk and we had our team meeting and things like that were said. But at the same time, it doesn't even have to be said. I feel like I think everyone in the clubhouse just knows. And, it's just it is what it is. We're going to go out and we're going to grind and we're going to battle and scratch and claw every game. And I think teams facing us now know that we're going to grind you out. And it's not just going to come and be an easy game. When you face the Marlins, you're in for a dogfight. And that's the goal we want to have.
Now, Jesus, we talked about this last week. It's been all the buzz around the fans in spring training. Are these pants as bad as they say they are? These baseball pants, are they as bad as they say they are?
I will say, they're comfortable, they're lightweight. There's some issues maybe on you get maybe a little see-through, whatever it might be. But in terms of being comfortable, I think they're comfortable.
So we're not going to go with there's not going to be any bright undergarments for Jesus Luzardo on opening day. You're going to probably try and find something that's a little bit more discreet.
Yeah, I'm going to go black sliders. I can tell you that right now all year.
Yes, I've been trying to tell these guys this. They normally wear stuff under there. And for football players, we have the same thin stuff. But guess what? You see pants and you can see just a jock strap. Yeah, right. And nobody made a big deal about football players doing it. Now all of a sudden, the baseball, regardless, all flip out. First of all, do you understand the burns you get if you don't wear tights under there? Come on,
yeah, you
man.
gotta wear tights, especially the position players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, but I'm sure baseball players do weird things, Jesus. There's no way in your time ever in the sport that somebody has not worn something like a thong or something strange just to get out of a slump. And I just wonder if this is going to deter people from these type of activities because of these maybe transparent pants.
Well, I think the guys that are willing to go out on a limb and wear the thong or whatever it might be, I think they won't care. So
yeah, they don't care. They're trying to get out of the slump.
Yeah, maybe you might see some interesting things throughout the year. We'll see.
Who is though most likely in the clubhouse? Because I got my money on Jake Berger, most likely guy that would go in that direction. Can you reveal who is most likely to wear something strange to get out of a slump?
Man, that's tough. I would say De La Cruz. I highly doubt that he would do it, but I would go with De La Cruz.
With from this standpoint, Jesus, did you do anything unique, interesting this offseason that you wanted to add to your game? Such a great year for you last year, but I imagine you want to always improve on that. Did you try and tinker with pitches, try a new pitch, anything different that you did coming into this year that you wanted to bring to the table?
Yeah, I felt like I was just fine-tuning my pitches, trying to stand up my four seam a little bit more, get a little more ride on it, kind of work on a sinker, get to the other side of the plate a little more. But my biggest thing was I try to add a curveball that we've been throwing in spring training, and it's been feeling really good, and getting good results so far. So the goal is just to keep working and perfect that pitch by the time opening day comes around.
Now, when it comes to pitching like this, right, do you watch film and say, oh, you know what, this pitch would have got this guy right here, and I didn't have it. Let me try to work on it to see if I can incorporate it. Or do you try to perfect and locate the pitches that you have and perfect those pitches so that you have your go-to, arsenal when you get in those moments again?
Yeah, for me, last year was more that year for me that I thought that there were times that I could add pitches, and me and Mel Stoudemire, our pitching coach, just talked, and he was like, you need to, don't be a jack of all trades. You want to perfect your craft. So
right.
I had to really work and work on the pitches that I had. And once I felt like I got to the point last year that I maybe not perfected them, but I got them to the point where I want them and where I'm confident in them and I can lean on them. This offseason was now a time to add. So, it's just something to give the opposing team something to think about a little more, when they're setting a game plan against the pitching staff. For me specifically, just I want them to have another thought in their mind that, he has this pitch, maybe he can use it. So just adding little pieces here and there and trying to piece it together.
Last year, you guys were dazzled by Eury Pérez coming up at his age and doing what he did. What is, a Eury Pérez with a year under his belt? What have you noticed about him in camp so far this year?
I mean, Eury looks amazing. He comes into camp full of energy, great guy to have around. He, young kid, kind of brings a lot of energy, brings that young life to the team. And he's a hard worker. He doesn't take anything for granted. Always smiling, always has good energy, always has a lot of fun. You never see him nervous, never see him upset, even when things aren't going well. So it's just, he's a great guy to have. He's like a little brother to me, and I think to a lot of the guys on the team. But he's also at the same time a leader. He commands a lot of respect in the clubhouse, and I think that's awesome to see. A 20-year-old about to be 21. He's awesome to have around. I can't say enough good things about him.
Is that a pitcher's mentality, though? You have to kind of be even keel because things go up and down and you have to just stay the course. So it's more of a pitching thing than necessarily just a baseball thing, right?
Yeah, I've seen, for the most part, it's a long season, so you want everyone to have that mentality. But I've seen, the best pitchers that I've gotten to share a clubhouse with in my career has been guys that just stay even keel, like you said. They might have a great game and punch out the world, and after the game you see them exactly as if they just gave up 7 runs. So it's not that you take a bad outing lightly or anything, but it's just it's a long season. You get 33 starts in a full season. Not every start's going to go perfect the way you want it. You got to understand that it is what it is. You flush it, you fix what you got to fix, and you move on. So you got to stay very even, because the highs can get highs and the lows can get really low. So you don't want to get affected too much.
Jesus, before we get you out of here, always got to get your pulse on things around the sports landscape down here in South Florida. How confident are you right now as a Cats fan? Confidence level in the Panthers right now. They look unstoppable. Do you feel like this is the year they get over the hump?
I do, yeah. I've been going to a lot of games. They turned it around the new year. Once they beat the Rangers at home, I think they turned it around a lot. And I'm confident in them. I think they're like I envision the Marlins. I think they're a scrappy team. They'll take anyone to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and that's what I like about them. I think they're they got a lot of dogs in that clubhouse, and I think that's what we need here in South Florida. So I'm confident in them. I think this is the year they get over the hump.
Who was the first person you reached out to after you got the news about the opening day?
I threw in my family group chat, and then my dad called me within maybe 30 seconds.
Was he crying? Was he emotional?
No, not crying, but he was definitely excited. Yeah, he was definitely excited. He might cry on opening day, but he didn't cry there.
Well, that's awesome, man. Hey, congratulations, Jesus. You've had you're a hell of a story down here. You've obviously been awesome since you've gotten traded down here, and very happy for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on.